बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मेरे बहुत ही मुअज़्ज़िज़ सीनियर्स मिस्टर मरवान जो हमारे ख़ुसूसी मेहमान हैं, आज के कीनोट स्पीकर हैं, प्रोफेसर
यहाँ ऐसे
साहब सीनियर नूरुद्दीन साहब, हमारे डॉक्टर ज़ुल्गाम ज़िया साहब, बहुत ही शफ़ीक़ साबिक़ सदर
हाँ ठीक है ऐसे।
सरपरस्त
हेलो
अतीक साहब, वासिम
अच्छा
ज़ीशान
अच्छा
साहब, हमारे और अमूबा के हर प्रोग्राम में जी जान लगा के उसको सक्सेस बनाने के लिए काम करने वाले बहुत ही ख़ास एओ साहब,
हेलो हेलो आ रही है।
यहाँ बैठे तमाम पेरेंट्स और मेरे बहुत ही प्यारे और बहुत ही अज़ीज़ अमूबा की दिलो जान हमारे नए बच्चे, नई जनरेशन, आप सबका आज मैं इस प्रोग्राम में बहुत ही अमूबा की तरफ से दिल की गहराइयों से मैं इस्तकबाल करता हूँ और आप सबका बहुत ही शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ कि आपने जिस शौक़ से और जितने इन्हमाक से और अमूबा की इस कोशिश को जिस तरह से कामयाब बनाया, आपने पार्टिसिपेट किया, वो इस बात का सबूत है कि कहीं ना कहीं हमारी ये कोशिश अभी पहले दर्जे में कामयाब रही है। हमारा ये पहला तजुर्बा था। हमें थोड़े इस पे अप्रीहेंशंस भी थे कि पता नहीं इस पे रिस्पांस कैसा आएगा, लेकिन इस प्रोग्राम के कंक्लूजन तक पहुंचते पहुंचते बच्चों का जिस तरह से ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हुआ है, वो हमारे लिए बहुत ही तसल्ली बख्श और बहुत ही सेटिस्फैक्ट्री रहा, क्योंकि वो बच्चे
तो
जो
ये एक मिनट ये
पहले दिन स्टेज पे आने में और खड़े होने में हिचकिचा रहे थे, ख़त्म होते होते अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उनकी कामयाबी आज ख़ुद बयान करेगी। मैं आप सबके शुक्रिया के साथ इस प्रोग्राम का आगाज़ करता हूँ और मैं कारी हमारे बहुत ही उनकी एक रूहानी शख्सियत भी है, सरपरस्त शफ़ीक़ अतीक सिद्दीकी साहब से दरख्वास्त करूँगा कि वो आएँ और अपनी तिलावत से इस प्रोग्राम का आगाज़ करें और इसमें बरकत नाज़िल।
अच्छा मैं
भाई कारी नहीं हूँ मैं। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। इज़ा जाअ नस्रुल्लाहि वल फ़त्ह वरअयतन नास यदखुलून फ़ी दीनिल्लाहि अफ़वाजा फसब्बिह बिहम्दि रब्बिका वस्तग़फ़िरहु इन्नहु कान तव्वाबा। सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम।
बहुत शुक्रिया सर साहब। ज़माने के अंदाज़ बदले गए, नया रंग है, साज़ बदले गए। ये अल्लामा ने सर बहुत पहले हमारी नई नस्ल के नाम एक पैगाम दिया था कि हकीकत खुराफात में खो गई, शरीयत रवायात में खो गई, शराबे कुहन फिर पिला साक़िया, नए जाम गर्दिश में ला साक़िया, खिरद को ग़ुलामी से आज़ाद कर, खिरद को ग़ुलामी से आज़ाद कर, जवानों को पीरों का उस्ताद कर। तो ये जो हमारी कोशिश रही है, ये उन्हीं लाइंस को लेते हुए कि जब तक हम नई नस्ल को अपने से आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश नहीं करेंगे, हमारी कौम आगे नहीं बढ़ सकती है। हर जनरेशन को अपनी पिछली जनरेशन से बेहतर होना चाहिए। अतर साहब को, हमारे दोनों अतर साहब बैठे हुए हैं, सीनियर अतर साहब, सरदार भाई, सबको सलाम पेश करता हूँ। अतर भाई आप आगे हैं, आप आगे आए, आप आगे हैं, प्लीज़ आगे। और इसके बाद इस प्रोग्राम को पिछले साल भी, पिछली हमारी जो अमूबा थी उसमें भी कोशिश थी कि हम करें, लेकिन मसरूफियात की वजह से नहीं हो पाया था। नए सदर हमारे आए और फिर तमाम काबीना ने, साबिक़ सदर ने, और जिस तरह हमारे मुशीरान और सरपरस्तान अकील जमील साहब, ये नूरुद्दीन साहब और अज़ीज़ुर रब साहब, फरजान रिजवी साहब, सब ने पुश किया, पूरी काबीना ने इसमें मेहनत की कि ये प्रोग्राम होना चाहिए। और उसके बाद अकील भाई और माशाल्लाह उनकी फ़ैमिली को मैं डेडिकेट करना चाहूँगा ये प्रोग्राम के, बहुत ही उसमें अपनी पूरी तवानाई लगाई और बहुत मेहनत की, और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह एक बहुत ही शानदार प्रोग्राम को अमूबा के प्लेटफार्म से हमने अंजाम दिया। मैं बहुत ही इज़्ज़त और एहतराम के साथ दरख्वास्त करना चाहूँगा अपने सदर अकील जमील साहब का, ज़ोरदार तालियों में उनका इस्तकबाल करें।
Respected keynote speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Marwan Dashash, ISJ MNC members, Dr. Prince Zia, ISJ Admin Manager, Mr. Ghazanfar Mumtaz Sahab, AMUOBA Advisors, Nuruddin Khan Sahab, Atiq Sahab, respected Toastmasters, YLP Chair Toastmaster Omer, DTM Abuzar, DTM Siraj, parents and my dear youth leaders. Assalamu alaikum, a very good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all here on this incredible journey of Youth Leadership Training Program for AMUOBA-Jeddah 2025. Looking around the room, I not only see the participant, but I see the future leaders, dreamers, and the change makers. Every one of you have the power to make a permanent or indelible mark on the world starting today. Allow me to share one story with you. After a storm, a young boy walked along a beach littered with thousands of starfish washed ashore. The boy started picking the fish and throwing back to the ocean. One old man was watching him for some time. He approached him and asked him, "There are thousands of starfish. You cannot save them all. What difference does it make?" The boy picked another fish, tossed it back, and said, "It made the difference for that one." This simple story has a profound lesson for us. Leadership is not all about big gestures or making the change overnight. It begins with small, meaningful actions to make the change one step at a time. Your YLP journey in last 6 weeks, you have taken uncountable small actions which has brought you closer to be the impactful leader. Remember the first session, some of you were hesitating to speak or introducing yourself. But look at you today and what we have seen in these practice days. You are standing confidently, delivering speeches, and inspiring us and others with your ideas and thoughts. Every role you played, every feedback you gave or received was one starfish you picked up to make the difference one leader at a time. At AMUOBA, our mission is to empower youth like you to lead with responsibility and empathy. We believe that programs like Youth Leadership Program of Toastmasters are the seed sown for brighter tomorrow. Now you are part of a legacy inspired from Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, who founded AMU with a vision to educate and empower young minds to make stronger communities. ख्वातीन और हजरात, 150 साल पहले सर सैयद अहमद खान ने अपनी कौम का फ्यूचर सोचा और उन्होंने इसके लिए जुस्तजू शुरू की और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उसका नतीजा ये था कि आज हम अलीग सारी दुनिया में फैले हुए हैं और हम एक बेहतरीन मुकाम पर हैं और हमारे बच्चे और हमारे बच्चों का फ्यूचर सिक्योर है। इसीलिए ये ज़रूरी है कि हम अपने बच्चों के लिए वो मौक़े फ़राहम करें जो उनको तरक्की के लिए तरफ ले जाएं। ये बच्चे उन अनमोल पत्थरों की तरह हैं जिनको तराश कर और पॉलिश कर कर एक हीरे की तरह चमकाया जा सकता है। और मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये हीरे इंशाअल्लाह मुस्तक़बिल के अफ़क़ पर चमकेंगे और हम सबको हमारा सबका सर फ़ख्र से बुलंद करेंगे। इन बच्चों के 30 बच्चों ने जो रजिस्ट्रेशन किया था उनमें मुख्तलिफ़ क्वालिटीज़ के बच्चे थे। कुछ बच्चे अच्छा बोल रहे थे उस वक्त, कुछ उनका लेवल थोड़ा मीडियम था और कुछ लोग कोशिश कर रहे थे। लेकिन माशाल्लाह इस ट्रेनिंग के बाद हमने उनमें बहुत फ़र्क देखा और बड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस उन्होंने शो किया और उम्मीद है कि इंशाअल्लाह वो इसी तरह से अगर उनको मौका मिला तो आगे बढ़ेंगे और बुलंदियों तक पहुँचेंगे। इनके नज़र में एक ये शेयर करना चाहूँगा। अकाबी रूह जब बेदार होती है नौजवानों में, अकाबी रूह जब बेदार होती है नौजवानों में, नज़र आती है उनको अपनी मंजिल आसमानों में। But none of this would have been possible without a dedicated team of trainers and guides. Our heartfelt thanks to the team of Toastmasters of District 104, especially distinguished Toastmaster Joy Valinova, the president of OMG Club, under whom this training was conducted. We are thankful for his continuous support and leadership. Toastmaster Youth Leadership YLP chairman and the coordinator for this program, Toastmaster Omer Aqeel Khan, whose passion for empowering the youth was the backbone of this program. Distinguished Toastmaster Riaz Sagar, who's not here today, he is the District 104 Quality Control Director, and Distinguished Toastmaster Bashir Amwalam, Distinguished Toastmaster Samia Khan, Distinguished Toastmaster Abu Zar, for your invaluable guidance, expertise and encouragement. Your efforts have equipped our participants with the skill that will stay with them for lifelong. To my AMUOBA team, thank you for your dedication and hard work in bringing this program to light. I would like to mention the team member who assisted the YLP program here in the school on every Friday. Dr. Omer, Shahnawaz Alam, Sardar Masood Khan, Danish Khan, Asim Zishan Saab, Prince Zia Saab. ये सब लोग माशाल्लाह फ्राइडेज़ में आते रहे और 3-4 घंटे यहाँ स्पेंड करते रहे और इनको असिस्ट करते रहे टोस्ट मास्टर्स को, ताकि वो अच्छी तरह प्रोग्राम अंजाम दे सकें और ट्रेनिंग पूरी कर सकें. My special thanks to Zainab and Muhammad, 2 young volunteers. हमारे डॉक्टर उमर साहब के बच्चे हर फ्राइडे को वो आते रहे और वो बड़े एंथुसियास्ट के साथ वॉलंटियर्स, हमारे यूथ लीडर जो ट्रेनीज़ थे उनको रिफ़्रेशमेंट और जूसेस और चीज़ें प्रोवाइड करते थे बड़े शौक़ से और उनको माशाल्लाह एनर्जाइज करते थे. थैंक यू फॉर देयर एफर्ट्स. वी विल नॉट फॉरगेट यू. On behalf of AMUOBA, I thank you and your parents for being part of this journey Let us continue to inspire change one leader at a time. I leave you with this thought. You are never too young to lead and never too old to learn. Said Kofi Annan. Back to you.
बहुत शुक्रिया सदर साहब और आपकी तमाम कोशिशों के लिए. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to call a person we are waiting for long. He is a pharmacist by profession and a businessman having chain of pharmacies and advertisement company. His passion is training younger generation and public speaking. May I respectfully call Mr. Marwan Dashash to come and to deliver the keynote speech. He has been a Toastmaster for 20 plus years. A big round of applause for Mr. Marwan Dashash.
The President of AMUOBA, Mr. Aqeel, Jamil, the AMUOBA advisors and team, IISJ Management Committee, Dr. Zia and Dr. Salim, IISJ Principal, Dr. Imran, a league community, YLP Chair, Toastmaster Omer Khan, YLP Coordinators, Distinguished Toastmaster Samia, Distinguished Toastmaster Abu Dhar, dear parents, honorable youth leaders, and honorable guests, a very warm good afternoon to every one of you. Youth leadership participants, leaders, friends, future leaders. Why am I saying all those names for you? You know why? Because you have joined a program that is not a regular program. This program is a life changer. This program is a character changer, a style changer. I will give you a brief history about myself. I have been in Toastmasters for more than 20 years. I have done YLP programs since 2007, continuously until now, so more than 17 years. I have done more than 50 YLP programs continuously. Sometimes it was 3 programs at the same time, in the same day. This is the passion I have for the YLP. And I will tell you a story about one of my students. He was in Dar al-Dhikr in 2008, and his name was... Can you hear me now? Is it better? Thank you so much. It's too high now. It's okay? His name was Mahmoud Ghulman. That was in the year 2008. He was a smart boy. After we finished the YLP program, he came to me and he said that he is joining a competition. It was Mohammed bin Zayed in Dubai. And he said, I am worried because the most important thing is the interview. So I trained him, I coached him. And he won the first place in Mohammed bin Zayed competition. And this is, by the way, anyone can join, regardless of the nationality. So you can even join this. It's every year. Later on, his ambition was to join one of the Ivy League universities in the States, and it was MIT. He tried, until he succeeded to have an interview. And in his interview, they came to him and told him, do you know why we accepted to have you in this interview? He said, no. They said, we have a barrier, a problem barrier from the students coming, especially from Asia. So when we saw that you have this Toastmasters program in your resume, we said, yes, this person can join because he has everything. But this communication barrier, if he can overcome it, then we are pleased to have you. So I met him. I met him years after. And when he saw me, he said, I just want to thank you, Dr. Marwan, because you made my dream come true. It was my dream to be in this university, and you made it through because that was the difference that happened. You had an opportunity. You had an opportunity to join such a program. And I would like to thank AMUOBA. I would like to thank a league community. I would like to thank all of them for giving you this chance. I would like to even thank your parents for allowing you. And I would like to thank you for standing out till the end to be part of this program. It doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop because it's only a couple of weeks and you will end this program. But it does not stop there. I know that there's a difference that happened. You can feel the difference that happened. But you know what will happen if you will not join a Toastmaster club? Because after you finish or after you complete 18 years, you can join any Toastmasters club. I will tell you about another story. It was a distinguished Toastmaster which had the highest award, which is the distinguished status. And he left Toastmasters for several years. And then when he joined back and he went on stage, he was rusty. Why? Because he stopped learning. He stopped practicing. So I don't want you to stop there. I want you to look for the nearest club. If you will stay in Saudi Arabia, you have only in Jeddah more than 40 clubs to join. If you will go anywhere in the world, you will find a nearby Toastmasters club. You need to join. Join not only for joining, but it's to have the quality that you earned and that you gained and build on it to improve, because you don't want to stop there. Even if you don't have the time to join right now, at least visit the clubs. And if you want to know the clubs, you can ask Toastmaster Omer Khan, what are the clubs that are there? You can even go to the Toastmasters website and you will fill in the form to know the nearest club that you can join. Just visit. If you don't want to join, just visit and learn from them. One more thing. In this program, you have learned about the parliamentary procedures, right? These parliamentary procedures that you will have, that you will practice even at the university level, when you will graduate, when you will go to your working place, anywhere in the world, you will need those procedures. The communication, just like I mentioned about the story of Mahmoud Ghulman. The communication that you learned here, you need to practice it. So you need to practice it with your brothers, with your sisters, with your parents, in the community. You need to build up this community by the communication. The leadership that you have learned, even if you will join a Toastmaster club, try to join the leadership part to improve and to build on the skills that you have gained. All those skills that you have encountered, it's a collaboration of multitasks that you need in your life. So it's not only about this program, it's about your whole life. You know what I call this generation? Your generation. It's not what I call, it's what the whole world calls Generation Z, I believe, right? And you know the importance of this generation? I think it's the link between the past generations and the incoming generations. In my opinion, I believe that this particular generation are the future leaders of this world. In this case, you have a great responsibility, right? It's just like if you have special goals and you want to achieve them. You can either choose the linear way and you will not be distinguished. Or you can go to the top and lose the beauty of this journey. Or you can just aim at your goals and enjoy the journey. You will build the communication part. You can help others on the way, but sometimes you have to let go because you have a special goal. Don't let anything distract your focus on achieving your goals. You have to move on forward. Can you do that? You know, you are blessed because when I have seen the names of the people, of the coordinators of this program, those were among the best Toastmasters in our whole district. You need to give them, please, a big round of applause. Now you are gaining, you're getting. But in the future, you will be giving. And once you start giving, don't wait for a return. Because you have to put in your heart that the return that you will get is from Allah only. This way, you will be always happy. You will not wait for a return. What you are giving just for the sake of giving, not for getting anything in return. In this way, you will keep on continuing to get your goals. Nothing will stop you. And I'm sure that I will see a showcase that is the best of its kind. Till then, all the best, and back to you, our Master of Ceremonies.
What else can be more inspirational than listening to a person who has transformed himself using this platform? Many thanks to Mr. Marwan. Your journey has been fantastic, and really it will inspire many generations. Now it's time to call the coordinator of this YLP program and district YLP chairman, Mr. Omer Aqeel, to take care of the following segment that will showcase the results of this program. May I call Mr. Omer Aqeel to come and conduct the next segment.
Thank you.
It is nothing. Omer has given his life to this program. A huge round of applause for Omer Aqeel.
Thank you. Check, check. Assalamu alaikum and very good evening, fellow leaders, AMUOBA committee leaders, Toastmasters, respected MC, and our amazing keynote speaker. Yeah, I thought he ran away, but he's still here. And most importantly, the special guests of today, who are none other than the youth leaders. Before I start, let's give these innocent, amazing diamonds a massive round of applause. By a show of hands, how many of you have heard about LinkedIn? LinkedIn, the website, your job profile, right? At least the parents know about LinkedIn. Yeah, even the youngsters know. So LinkedIn is a global platform which connects companies, networks, everybody on that. It's like the Facebook, but the professional one. I think a better one. Now, LinkedIn did a research in 2019, and part of that research, they gathered a survey of all the global companies, and they asked them, dear companies, can you rate these soft skills in order? 80% of these companies said communication is the most important skill. 80% of global corporations consider communication, especially public speaking, to be the most important soft skill when they are hiring or when they are promoting. So whether it's parents who are trying to get a promotion or youth leaders who are trying to train themselves for the future. Our amazing keynote speaker shared a very inspiring story of an actual case of a student, a youth leader, who took this skill set, empowered himself, and reached the highest universities, MIT. So if he can do it, so can all of you. So that's the why public speaking is important. Now let's go into what? What is Toastmasters? Because why is Toastmasters linking to public speaking? I want you to go back 100 years in time in a state in the United States called Colorado, where our HQ is, but it's in the United States. And 100 years back, there was a gentleman by the name of Ralph Smedley. Now, what did Ralph do? He found that in his community, despite being professionals, you had teachers and scientists and business people, they're not growing, they're not getting jobs. Why? Again, lack of communication. So what Ralph did, within his community, he started holding these weekly sessions of helping his community leaders learn, practice public speaking. Rest is history. Today, that was the start of Toastmasters. Today, 100 years later, Toastmaster is in 250 countries, 300,000 members, and what DT Marwan said, globally, we are a group of 15,000 clubs. Think it that. 100 years later, Toastmaster is in 250 countries, 250,000, 300,000 plus members, and a club, a community globally of more than 15,000 clubs. And by the way, Toastmasters is a non-profit organization. All of you, Toastmasters, joined Toastmasters to improve ourselves, and then we fell in love with the practice. We have DT Marwan, 20 years in Toastmasters. We have our club president who is sponsoring this event, the Distinguished Toastmaster Joy, if I'm not mistaken, 30 years in Toastmasters, double the age of some of the YLP youth leaders. That is what Toastmasters does. And what we thought, that we are helping globally adults become better speakers. Why can't we help youth leaders become better speakers? Why? Because communication is the skill of the future. And that is where youth leadership program came into being. Now let's talk about youth leadership program. Some of the parents are definitely tired of me calling and following up with them. Some of the youth leaders definitely would hate me pushing them more. But over the last 8 sessions or multiple weeks, so we started the youth leadership program on 18th of November on a weekly basis. We took a gap because of exams and we resumed. During these 8 sessions, what did we talk? Or what did we do? We spoke about chairmanship, so they understood parliamentary procedure. We talked about public speaking and the elements of speeches. We spoke on content. We spoke on delivery. We trained them how to give impromptu speeches. We trained them how to give prepared speeches, and we trained them how to give speech evaluations. Now, you know more than me, you can't do perfection in this short time, so we consider youth leadership program as a kickstart. It's just a kickstart. It's not the finishing line, it's the starting line. And today, what is today? Today is a celebration of that session's last day. Does not mean they stop speaking, but today's stage, with all your support, parents, teachers, family members, and AMUOBA leaders' encouragement, today this stage can be their starting point of these amazing youth leaders to reach the skies, MITs, and so on and so forth. So, are you with me? Right? So without further ado, we'll be starting. So what we have done is we have divided the segment into 3 parts. We have prepared speech segments, and then I think we will take a break for the prayer, Maghrib. And then after the prayer, we'll be moving to speech evaluation, where we'll be having a test speaker and the evaluation will happen. And then we'll be moving into table topics, which is like impromptu. And then the most awaited part is awarding the certificates and the medals for the completion. So it's going to be a little bit long, but I ask you for your patience. I ask you for encouragement. And most importantly, any youth leader who stands here is competing with himself or herself. So let's give them that encouragement. That's all we ask, right? So now, this is not a competition. This is purely a showcase. we have done briefing. So there are 25 finalized youth leaders who will be giving their awards, their certificates today. Of them, some segments would be prepared speakers, some are table topics, some are evaluation. This first segment is called prepared speech. It's where these youth leaders will come on stage, give their speech in 4 to 5 minutes, and hopefully move you, inspire you, and entertain you. We have close to 8 youth leaders in this category. So I'll be reading out, so before the event we had their speaking order. I'll be reading out their names, and as I read, hold your applause. Once I've read, then we'll give them a round of applause. So I'll be reading out in their speaking order, and I'll just ask the youth leader to stand up when I do so. The first youth leader in speaking order is, in the prepared speech, youth leader Yusuf Imran Siddiqui. Okay. Second youth leader is youth leader Afia Omer. Then we have youth leader Nama Chaudhry. Then we have youth leader Ayat Samir. We have youth leader Samik Abbas. We have youth leader Syed Ibrahim Uruj. And we have youth leader Masira Riaz Sarang. And last but not least, youth leader Baria Fatima. Let's give them a round of applause. So are you ready to hear their speeches? Right. Can I request distinguished Toastmaster DTM Sami if you can come on the timer's side, please? So I will be basically reading the youth leader's name, their speech title, and their name. Our respected trainer, distinguished Toastmasters DTM Samia, will be giving the green card when the speaker reaches 4 minutes. When the speaker reaches 4 minutes, 30 seconds, there will be yellow indication. And when the speaker reaches the red, there will be the red card. DTM Samia, are we ready as timer? Thank you. 4 to 5 minutes, yes. Can I ask the first youth leader Yusuf to come here so they can put the mic for him? Youth leader Yusuf, can you come this side, please? And all the contestants, for your information, will be coming from this side. Can I request him to put the lapel, please? You have the lapel? Brother Danish, can we request him for the lapel? Yeah. While the speaker is speaking, I will request the audience to maintain silence so we can respect the speaker. And when he's off stage, you can celebrate as much as you want. Can we test the mic, please?
Hello.
Okay. Keep it here. No, first keep it
Yeah,
like
or just like this.
it will work.
Check.
Check.
All right. So the first speaker in the prepared speech category, youth leader Yusuf Imran Siddiqui, with speech title, My New Attempt. My New Attempt, youth leader Yusuf Imran Siddiqui.
Hello. Hola. Bonjour. Ni hao. Ciao. Ahlan wa sahlan. Respected Toastmasters, dignified guests, and my fellow youth leaders. You might why I have greeted you in different languages. Well, absolutely right. My topic for today is my new attempt for learning languages. Recently, my mom has been nagging me about how learning a language would be a good hobby and would help me on personality development and would give me an edge on my resume. I was a little hesitant at first because of how past incident that had happened to me while I was learning Arabic in school. And of course, I was making silly mistakes. For example, I was trying to show off my Arabic speaking skills to my Arab neighbor. All was going well until I decided to end it in a friendly greeting and said, Anta Qalbi. His face turned expressionless and then smiled, realizing that I meant Anta Qalbi. You are my heart and not you are my dog. That embarrassing moment didn't discourage me. In fact, it ignited my passion for learning even more as I realized the immense power and depth they hold. Learning another language has many mesmerizing benefits, like improved memory, activating and strengthening brain functions. Studies show people who speak more than one language develop a better memory, talent for problem solving, ability to concentrate, and tendency to be more creative than people who only speak one language. The power of language goes beyond emotions and impacts people. As Charles Mange has rightly said, to learn another language is to possess a second soul. So, I thought of a fun and interactive way of learning it. I started using Duolingo. Duolingo has a whopping of 550 million plus downloads. You can learn up to 27 different languages in Duolingo. It was then I realized the challenges of learning a language, as it not only requires time, dedication, but real hard work with pronunciations, vocabulary, proper grammar. I realized while learning French, simple sounds like tu, or, had different meanings. For example, saying your aunt loves you means ta ta ante te ta. Hello? Check. Okay. So, a funny similar situation when you didn't know a language. My cousin's sister visited us for Umrah. We were wandering in the toy section when she mistakenly hit a block of toys and all the toys came thundering down. The shopkeeper rushed towards us and shouted, "Ish hada." My sister stood frozen, not because the shopkeeper was scolding her, but she told me puzzled, how did he know my name? Her name was Shahida. So, I started off with the basics, slowly but surely leveling up. And of course, do you know which is the most in the world? And it is Mandarin Chinese, with 885 million worldwide speakers, followed by English and Spanish. In India itself, we have 121 different languages, being the official language of India. Speaking of a regional language, learning a regional language helps you to connect with people immediately. Oh, and I sure have witnessed this when my Kerala friends joined to speak Malayali in the school. Their faces lit up. Ade ingale Malayali. Ade Malayali. They were so surprised that I knew Malayali. Believe me, it's the same with everyone. So, learning another language leads to richer travel experiences and deeper relationships with communities. Imagine traveling to a country and actually being locals. It makes so much more fun. So, whether it's learning a language to talk to your Arab neighbor, French for your travels, or a regional language to bond with your friends, each new word opens a door and deepens understanding. As Nelson Mandela has wisely said, if you talk to a man in a language that he understands, that goes in his heart, if you talk to a man in a language that goes into his head. Then let's take a step and open a world where understanding flourishes. One word, one phrase, one language at a time. Mercy, gracias, and ma salama.
Thank you so much, Youth Leader Yusuf, and I really commend your courage with the mic, but you still went on. So let's give an amazing round of applause. Yeah. Between each speaker, we'll take a minute gap so the speaker can come and set up the system and come on stage. So I'll be calling Youth Leader now. Youth Leader Afia Omer, can you just come so that D-Team Samia, could you request her to just put the mic system? And I think you'd use my mic, that is more better.
Yeah. Check. Yeah.
Check, check. Hello? Hello? Check.
Check. Yeah, works.
Afia, you can check?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, audience, for staying patient with us. We'll be now moving to the second youth leader in the category for prepared speech. Welcoming youth leader Afia Omer with her speech title, Just Begin. Just Begin. Youth leader Afia Omer.
What if I told you your dreams, your success, and your happiness are all within reach? If only you could stop waiting until tomorrow to start. A very good afternoon, esteemed Toastmasters, guests, and fellow youth leaders. Let's be honest. Who among you has never procrastinated? See, we're all experts in the art of delay, the art of tomorrow. Procrastination is universal. It's like a friend we know we shouldn't hang out with, but who's just so good at distracting us. We say, I'll get to work, and suddenly, we're deep cleaning the fridge. I recently wasted an hour researching if you can pet a penguin. Spoiler, you can't. But who knew? And hey, maybe you found yourself 5 years deep in a random Wikipedia search about how bubble wrap was invented. This is procrastination at its finest. Want proof procrastination hits everyone? Let's talk about Leonardo da Vinci, one of the greatest artists to ever live. The man behind the Mona Lisa often left his brilliant ideas incomplete. On his deathbed, Da Vinci confessed, I regret not working on my art as I should have. His unfinished masterpieces often remind us of the cost of waiting too long. So just begin. But why do we procrastinate in the first place? The truth is, we procrastinate because we're afraid or we're overwhelmed we won't get it right. We say, I'll start my work later, or I'll chase my dreams when I get ready. But later, and when I get ready, can stretch out so long and practically become immortal. Let me share my own horror story. I once had a project, due and thought, I'll start early. Weeks passed by. The night before, the deadline arrived. The clock hits 10 p.m. My eyes kept darting at the clock as I typed frantically, surrounded by empty snack wrappers with a growing sense of doom. And trust me, what I turned in looked less like a project and more like a cry for help. That night taught me one thing: just begin. Because actions create momentum. You don't have to conquer the mountain in just one day. Take one step. Studies show the hardest part is starting. It's like a roller coaster. The climb is tough, but once you're over the first drop, the ride is on. So just begin. Here are a few tips that helped me break free from the procrastination trap. First, the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself, I'll just start for 5 minutes. Often those 5 minutes can turn into 10 or 20. Next, make it fun. If you're studying, reward yourself with a snack every 15 minutes. If you're cleaning a room, crank up your favorite music, but just begin. Last, visualize the finish line. Picturize the satisfaction of finishing your task and just begin. So remember, tomorrow is a thief, tricking us into a future that's never quite here. Don't wait until you're like Da Vinci on his deathbed, regretting and wishing you'd started sooner. And all these tips are only as good as you're willing to take action. So whenever you feel the urge to wait until tomorrow, take one step today, because every step today gets you closer to your dreams. Whenever you feel stuck, just begin. Back to you.
Thank you, Youth Leader Afia. We'll be having a minute of silence for the next Youth Leader to come. The speaker number 3, Youth Leader Naba Chaudhry. DTM Samia, may I request you to just help her put the mic? While it's being done, fellow audience, inshallah, we'll be finishing this segment, then be giving a break for the Maghrib prayer, and then be doing the remaining segments, right? And as always, I'll request the audience, when the speaker is on stage, please be with them, and let's remain silent when the speaker is on stage. Youth Leader number 3 in the prepared speech category. Youth Leader Naba Chaudhry with speech title, The Dal Analogy. The Dal Analogy, speaker number 3, Youth Leader Naba Chaudhry.
Let me tell you about the single greatest nemesis of my existence. No, it's not exams, not deadlines, not even the thought of giving my board exams next year. It's dal. Surprised? I come home after an exhausting day at school. My back feels heavier than my soul. My brain is barely functioning, and I'm dreaming of food. Something warm, comforting, indulgent. Maybe pizza, maybe biryani, anything but dal. And yet, sitting there on the table like some cruel cosmic joke is that dreaded bowl. My heart sinks. Suddenly, the weight of the day feels heavier than before. I despise dal. The smell, the taste, the texture, I hate it all. But here's the twist. I've tried dal. I faced the beast head on. After years of Oscar-worthy gagging performances, I gave in to my dad's relentless, just try it, Naba, you might enjoy it. So, I took the bite. And guess what? I hated it more than I thought I would. The next time my dad tells me to try it, I can confidently say, nope, I've tried it and it's awful. But that one bite taught me a weirdly valuable lesson. Stepping out of your comfort zone isn't about liking what you find, it's about clarity. Like the time I learned to swim. When I was 9 years old, spending the summer in India, my mom decided I had to learn to swim. It's an important life skill. What if something happens? She said. And while she meant it as a practical nudge, my 9-year-old brain went spiraling. What if something did happen? What if I drowned? What if no one saw me struggling? What if I sank and disappeared? Swimming terrified me. For the first few days, I clung to the edge of the pool like my life depended on it. The instructors would coax me into letting go, but I wasn't having any of it. And then one day, something changed. There was this little girl in the pool. She couldn't have been older than 4 or 5. She had water floaties on her arm and the biggest grin on her face as she splashed around. At one point, she looked at me and said, "Come play with us, it's fun." That's it. No motivational speech, no grand moment of inspiration, just one tiny, joyful kid inviting me to play, and I thought, if she can do it, maybe I can too. So, I let go. Slowly, cautiously, I started to paddle. It wasn't graceful. In fact, I looked more like a flailing starfish than a swimmer, but I moved. I floated. And for the first time, I felt the water pull me up instead of holding me down. By the end of that summer, I wasn't exactly an Olympic swimmer, but I could swim. More importantly, I'd face something that scared me and come out the other side a little stronger, a little braver. That's the thing about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's not about mastering something overnight. It's about the trying. Sometimes you try dal and realize you hate it. And sometimes you try swimming and realize you don't hate it as much as you thought you would. So my challenge to you is this: find your dal. Maybe it's something you think you'll hate. Maybe it's letting go of the edge and trusting yourself to float. Whatever it is, take one bite, take one step, give it one shot. Who knows, you might surprise yourself. Or it might be just as bad as you imagined. Either ways, you'll know, and that's what counts. Because at the end of the day, stepping out of your comfort zone isn't about success or failure. It's about success or failure. It's about courage. The courage to try, to learn, and to grow. Even if that means eating a bite of dal. Over to you.
Thank you, Youth Leader Naba. You'll be having a minute of silence for the next Youth Leader to prepare. Calling for Youth Leader Ayat Samir. Team Samir, you can just.
Hello? Hello?
बोलो थोड़ा कुछ check.
Check.
Yeah, it is okay, fine. Best of luck. हाँ? आराम से जाओ. शाबाश.
Ayat, I'll call you 1 minute. Yeah? I'll call you. Can I request the audience to settle down, please? Coming on stage, speaking order number 4, Youth Leader Ayat Samir. Speech title, Keep Laughing. Keep Laughing, Youth Leader Ayat Samir.
The older you get, the better you get. Unless you are a banana. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening, respected Toastmasters, fellow youth leaders, and my dear guests. Do you want to know about something that's freely available, yet incredibly valuable? Something that can lift our spirits, boost our immunity, and can even extend our lifespan. Do you know what it is? Laughter. One sunny, cozy morning, I went to the school as usual. It was our English period going on. One of the students who was sitting beside me went to the teacher who was sitting on the chair and asked her, "Teacher, which sentence is correct? You is sleep or you can sleep?" The teacher replied, "Of course, you can sleep." But she did not know that everything was planned. The moment she replied, we all began to sleep. When ma'am realized about the situation in the class, we all began to burst out of laughter along with her. This chaos is unforgettable. That day in the class made me realize how powerful laughter can be. No wonder there's an old saying, laughter is the best medicine. Let us explore why. Laughter helps to reduce stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. It also helps alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression. If on a bad day, we watch something that makes us laugh uncontrollably, doesn't it feel better? Please raise your hands if any one of you have ever watched Mr. Bean or any stand-up comedies to uplift your mood when you were depressed. Many of you, right? Do you know laughter is also good for your health? Let us know how. Laughter increases the brain's production of endorphins. Laughter protects heart, and it may also even help you to live longer. In fact, some hospitals also use laughing therapy to reduce pain in the patients. To reduce pain in the patients. I know. In the blue zones of the world where people live longer, they live together as a strong community, connecting with each other, sharing laughter, and developing a strong relationships among them. I recall a difficult time when my family faced a serious health crisis. During that period, we discovered the healing power of laughter. Watching comedies together helped us cope and became positive. Laughter truly is the best medicine. It's free, accessible, and has no side effects. So let us prioritize. So let us prioritize laughter in our lives by watching a funny video daily, by sharing humorous stories with our friends, and sometimes by laughing at ourselves. It's therapeutic. So remember, laughter might not cure every disease, but it's certainly a potent prescription for a healthier and happier life. So keep laughing and keep living. Back to you.
Thank you, Youth Leader Ayat. We're moving into contestant number 5. You Leader Samik, you can just prepare the mic, please.
ऐसे इतना ठीक है हेलो माइक चेक it's fine yeah it's fine start putting
After that prayer.
okay so wait, just take this you can just put it here.
Welcoming Youth Leader Samik Abbas, speaking order number 5. Samik.
mic check okay that's fine
Speech title, Sports, a Teacher. Sports, a Teacher. Youth Leader Samik Abbas.
Imagine that you are stepping up to take the game-deciding penalty of a football championship. The crowd is on the edge. Your teammates are counting on you, and the game is in your hands. Now, in that split second, you're not just playing a sport. You're learning how to focus. You're learning discipline. You're learning teamwork. And you're learning how to thrive under pressure. Today, I stand before you to discuss about a powerful yet often underestimated teacher in our life, sports. Many of us merely think of sports as a form of entertainment or physical activity. But in reality, it offers invaluable lessons that shapes us into better individuals and prepares us for the challenges that lie ahead. First and foremost, sports teaches us about teamwork. There is a very famous saying, there is no I in team. In a world where collaboration is the key, learning to work with others towards a common goal becomes a life skill that will serve us well throughout our lives. Whether it be on the cricket field, the gym, or the track, we learn to communicate, to support one another, and to celebrate each other's success. This spirit of collaboration extends far beyond the realm of sports. It's a lesson that resonates in your future careers and personal relationships, where cooperation is the key to success. Moreover, sports instills in us discipline and dedication. The commitment required to practice and train consistently and strive for improvement mirrors the efforts needed to excel in academics and in life. We learned that success does not come overnight. It requires perseverance, it requires hard work, and the willingness to push through challenges. This discipline becomes a life skill that will serve us outside the playing field. It becomes a foundation of us trying to achieve our dreams and aspirations. I personally hated getting up for the morning practices of my volleyball matches. I mean, come on. Imagine leaving the comfort of your bed, going out in the ground, running till you're out of breath, doing the same drills again and again. Who would try to do that? But it was this very act of me leaving my comfort zone, going out there, pushing my limits, striving to be better each day, that engraved the values of discipline in me. One of the most valuable lessons that sports teaches is how to handle pressure. In the world of sports, pressure is an ever-present companion. Whether it be the final volleyball match, whether it be the weight of expectations of teammates and coaches, or the desire to surpass personal limits. It is within these precise moments that we learn critical life skills that serve us beyond our athletic endeavors. When I say pressure, my mind goes back to my very first volleyball match, which was against the school of IIS Dammam, and it was in their own home ground. A 10th grader standing there, ready to take the ball. And from there, the crowd is saying, boo, boo, Jeddah is bad, this, that. And another fact, our volleyball team has the winning streak of 16 and 17 years. So when I'm standing there, in my mind, the thoughts of my ex-seniors are going, Samik, if you lose, you better not come back to the school or otherwise I will beat you. And behind me is 16, 17 years of legacy. But as I kept playing, junior year, then I came into my senior year, I learned how to transform being scared of the pressure to using it to motivate me to perform the best on the field. As we draw a conclusion to the topic of sports being a teacher, it is important to reflect upon the lessons that sports impart. Sports is not merely just a game. It's an intricate classroom where the values of teamwork, discipline, resilience, leadership come to life. I want to leave you all with a challenge. Go out in the ground, lace up your shoes, pick a ball, pick a bat, play sports. Let sports teach you things that no textbooks can. Because the beauty of sports is this: the lessons you learn on the field don't stay there. They become a foundation of who you are. So go out there, play sports, and let sports be your greatest teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, Youth Leader Samik. We'll be moving to participant number 6, Youth Leader Said Ibrahim Uruj. While Said is just preparing the mic, we'll take some time.
Check.
All right. Welcoming on stage.
Thanks.
Participant number 6, Youth Leader Said Ibrahim Uruj. Speech title: Influence of Social Media and Internet in Our Daily Lives. Influence of social media and internet in our daily lives. Youth Leader Said Ibrahim Uruj.
Assalamu alaikum and a very warm evening to my respected Toastmasters, to my fellow youth leaders and the entire audience. A few weeks ago, I was told that I would have to speak on a topic of my choice in a prepared presentation. So, as I was scrolling through the internet, searching for a suitable topic for my presentation, I realized instead of searching on the internet, why not talk about the internet. So today I stand before you to talk about the influence of social media on our daily lives. Imagine a world without social media. No voice messages, no text messages, no video calling, no YouTube, no Google, no Instagram, no TikTok, none of that. Could you survive? Could we as a society survive for even one day? This is the extent at which the internet has embedded itself into the heart of our society. What started as a mere tool for academic and educational purposes is now the very backbone of our human society, influencing itself in even the most shortest of aspects. The internet has revolutionized communication. Once upon a time, it would take messengers, birds, mails to send messages to someone who lives a short distance away. But now you can contact a person who lives on the other side of the globe simply with a few clicks. The great geographical distances between countries have practically vanished with the invention of voice messages, text messages, and video calls. While this is obviously a great innovation, especially for our generation, it brings its own set of setbacks, such as, for example, a person who is great at communicating with his phone or with his laptop could develop social anxiety and could struggle to talk to a person or a crowd face to face. The internet has also revolutionized the way we educate ourselves. Once upon a time, you would have to study from a book or you would have to go to a library to prepare a speech. But nowadays, you can simply find anything you want, any type of information on the internet. With the invention of online service, with the invention of digital libraries, with the invention of Google and the Wikipedia, we can now find information on any topic as long as we have an internet connection. A student who is living in a remote village will have access to the same materials compared to a student who is living in a major city. While this privilege is obviously massive for us, it also has its own set of disadvantages. For example, not all information present on the internet is accurate and reliable and should not be trusted. The internet has also changed the way we entertain ourselves. Nowadays, children and teens consider binge watching movies on Netflix and Amazon Prime, just scrolling through social media and watching YouTube videos, and simply online gaming as a form of entertainment. While this isn't necessarily a bad thing, it is also kind of good for us, as there is an unlimited form of content available on the internet. But this unlimited form of content can cause addiction to us and could give us social anxiety. The entire idea of working from home was accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic, and it proved that entire businesses could function virtually. While this was necessarily good for the businesses, and they could reach customers throughout the globe, and this skyrocketed their potential sales. But this also gave them their own setbacks, such as cybersecurity. As we navigate through this new digital era, we must face the reality of the internet's consequences and its benefits. Ladies and gentlemen, the internet is not just a tool anymore. It is a force which has changed a generation and revolutionized it. As we navigate through this digital era, I would like you to use the internet sensibly and use it wisely while understanding its downsides. Now, I would like to conclude by asking the audience a very simple question to ponder upon. In this digital era, where answers are just a click away, has the internet become our greatest tool for knowledge or our greatest obstacle to original thought? Over to TTM Bashir.
Thank you. I'll be just taking 2 minutes time. Azan is going to happen. So let's wait for the Azan, and we have remaining 2 participants. We'll finish their speech and they'll be giving you a break for prayer. So I'll just request 10 minutes more of your valuable time. In meantime, can I ask Youth Leader Masira, if you can come, and DTM Samia, we can just put the mic on her.
Wait, ma'am, there's a hook. Can you put it inside? Or... Yeah. Yeah. Hello? 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 Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Check. Check.
Masira, just give us a minute. Azan will finish and I'll call you, no?
Hello? Check, check. Oh, say, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Calling Youth Leader Masira on stage. Participant number 7, Youth Leader Masira Riyaz Sarang with the title, Stitch by Stitch, I Weave My Future. I'll pause, I think, yes. I'm not exactly in sync with the time, apologies. You can have a seat, just a minute. Because I don't want Azan to be in the background of the youth leader's speech. You can have a seat, yeah. Okay. We'll be moving into participant number 7. I'll request the audience to please settle down. Just 2 more contestants. Thank you for your patience. Participant number 7, Youth Leader Masira Riyaz Sarang, speech title, Stitch by Stitch, I Weave My Future. Stitch by Stitch, I Weave My Future. Youth Leader Masira Riyaz Sarang.
Imagine turning a ball of yarn and a tiny hook into something that transforms your entire future. Would you also believe it could buy you a tablet at just 12 years old? Good evening, fellow youth leaders, Toastmasters, and parents. Assalamu alaikum. Crocheting to me feels like magic. You wave a hook, mumble to yourself, and something beautiful appears. The best part? Seeing the surprised looks on people's faces when they ask, how did you make that? And my cheeky answer, with my hands, of course. It all started in 3rd grade when my mom tried to teach me crochet. At that time, I wasn't interested. I liked painting and other creative outlets more. My mom tried everything at her will to make me learn, but I was just not able to get hooked, you know. So, after a week of persistence, my mom gave up, and so did I. Fast forward a few years to 7th grade. Something happened that changed everything. I saw a friend crocheting. Something about it mesmerized me. Watching her create beautiful pieces from simple thread reignited my curiosity. So I decided to give it another try. And to my surprise, some muscle memory kicked in and I quickly mastered the basics. Soon I was hooked, literally. I spent my free time practicing, buying yarn, experimenting with stitches. It felt as if stitch by stitch, I was weaving my future. One day, a friend joked, you should start selling your work. At first, I laughed it off, but the idea stuck with me. So, with my friend's encouragement, I started taking small orders. And before I knew it, my crochet business was booming. I remember my first sale like it was yesterday, the butterflies in my stomach as I showed my work, the thrill when I actually got paid. I realized, wow, I can do this. And that feeling was true empowerment. By the time I entered 8th grade, I had customers from classmates to teachers. Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Managing orders alongside school was tough. I remember some nights I'd stayed up late crocheting. My hands tired, my eyes heavy. Yet each successful project felt like a victory. And each successful project also taught me something: creativity, time management, and resilience. Stitch by stitch, I was weaving my future. Remember, the real magic isn't just in the yarn. It's in the skills you learn and the doors they can open. If a hook and a strand of yarn can buy me a tablet, imagine what your passion can do for you. And that's the message I want to share with you all tonight. True empowerment comes from learning and growth. Comes from learning and growth. You need to find your passion, nurture it, and let it open doors to success. Let us commit to building our skills and finding our passion. Stitch by stitch, I am weaving my future. Fellow youth leaders, skill by skill, you can weave yours too. Back to you.
Thank you, Youth Leader Masira. We're moving to our last and final participant in this category. I'll wait for Youth Leader Baria for DTM Samia. Can I request if you can just help her? And I think there is one extra audience member, a small cat, which in the audience somewhere, so I hope they are also enjoying the youth leadership program. Okay.
Mic test.
Check, check. Test. Okay. Welcoming on stage, last but not the least for this segment, participant number 8, Youth Leader Baria Fatima. Speech title, The Timeless Dance of Change. The Timeless Dance of Change, Youth Leader Baria Fatima.
Do you remember those long summer afternoons when time seemed endless? We'd race our bicycles down dusty roads, our laughter echoing in the wind, and the only thing we were worried about was being home before sunset. That was life, simple and unburdened. And now, instead of bikes, we race deadlines. Instead of dusty roads, it's glowing screens and crowded highways. And the wind that was once echoing with laughter is now seemingly filled with silence. And we look down from our terrace and realize no kids are racing bicycles anymore. Somewhere along the way, life shifts, and so do we. Good evening, everyone. Today, I'm here to talk about something that I would refer to as a timeless dance, change. If there's one truth that we all know, it's that change is inevitable. Yet, it's often bittersweet. It brings both fear and excitement, both challenges and opportunities. And as a student, I've had my fair share of experiences with change. Let me take you back to one of these moments. It was the start of middle school. The pandemic had just ended, and I remember that morning very clearly. Instead of going to sit at a computer, I found myself walking over to the front door. There was an awkward excitement in lacing up shoes again. The hallways that were once silent were now buzzing with masked faces, and I remember my own heart racing at the thought of meeting teachers in person. There was an unfamiliar weight on my shoulders. My backpack, of course, which I hadn't actually worn in over a year, but that wasn't the only burden. The real weight was of the swirl of emotions inside of me. Seriously, my mind was more of a mess than my room had been earlier that morning, searching for a missing sock. But I learned that change has a friend. Everywhere that change goes, growth tags along. I met new people, and those people are now some of my closest friends. I discovered subjects and contests which I never thought to discover before, and I finally learned how to navigate the maze that was the middle school hallway. And it taught me that you can't pause change. You can only learn to dance with it. Some changes are some that we initiate by ourselves, but that doesn't make them any less scarier.
One of these decisions that I made was joining the school debate team. After the pandemic, the thought of public speaking sent shivers down my spine. My hands would shake, my voice would crack, and I thought that as soon as I stood up, I would forget everything that I'd learned. But I took that leap, and it changed me. Slowly, I learned how to express myself. I faced my fears, and that's the power of facing change head on. And remember, you can't seize change. You can only learn to dance with it. Of course, not all changes are easy. I once had a best friend, and she had been there for me for the majority of my life. And I came to school one day and she said, Baria, I have to move away. It felt like the end of the world. But that experience taught me to open myself to new connections and cherish the memories that I had made. Life has a way of teaching you that change isn't the end of the book. Actually, when you flip the page, you'll see that it's a start of a new chapter. Change has taught me resilience. It's shown me that adaptability isn't just a skill, it's a superpower. From carefree bike rides to navigating life post-pandemic, every change is a step in life's timeless dance. Whether it's losing friendships or stepping onto the debate stage, you have to remember, you can't stop change. You can only learn to dance with it. And so I would like to conclude by saying, we all face change. We grow, we adapt, because change never stands still. You have to remember, change doesn't erase what was. It builds upon it, layer by layer, shaping the beautiful mosaic of our lives. Embrace it, cherish what it leaves behind, and welcome what it brings. Because in life's timeless dance of change, you can't control the music. You can only learn to dance with it. Back to you.
Thank you, Baria. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude this segment. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were inspired. And I hope you were entertained. Were you? Now, the most exciting part, a 15-minute break. So, wishing you the best. We'll resume back for segment number 2, impromptu speeches and evaluation speeches. So, can't wait you to be here. Thank you. We'll be starting and resuming now. So, I'll request you to kindly settle down. I'll also take this time to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Saad Anwar, for joining us. Mr. Saad, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Can I request the parents, the youth leaders to settle down? I hope you had a quick and short break. And I know some of you mentioned refreshments indirectly to me. So the organizers will be providing them shortly. Now, what's the next segment about? It's called evaluation. What are we going to do here? Now, we are going to have a test target speaker who we have invited, also a student from another school. They'll be coming here. He or she will be giving their test speech, and then our youth leaders will be evaluating that speech. Once the speech is finished, they'll be given 5 minutes of time to stay where they are, write down their evaluation, and then in order of the speaking order, the first evaluator remains in this room. All the remaining will be taken into another location. We call them as holding area, and one by one they'll be coming on stage. Now, why are we doing this? Because the speech is just one. We don't want different students to overlap their evaluation. Every student should give a fresh evaluation to the test target speaker. This way you will be able to, they themselves and you as audience will be able to see their growth as a speech evaluator, right? So that is a part of Toastmasters. Without further ado, we'll be moving into the evaluation category. Again, this is not a contest, it's a showcase. We'll be having a test target speaker, 5 minutes of writing time, and then taking the evaluation and bringing them one by one. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. So that's without refreshments, yes. Okay. Please help me in welcoming our test target speaker. Can I ask Gavalier, Arshada Amani Ghafoor. DTM Samia, can you help us with the mic system? So Gavalier Arshada is joining us from another Gavel Youth Leader program, and we are very blessed to have her here. All right.
Check.
Check, check.
Testing.
Check.
Okay.
All right. Please help me welcome on stage. Okay, before we start, I will read out the names of the evaluating participants, and we need to make sure they have their writing pages with them. So I'll be speaking their order first. Arshita, just give me 2 minutes. Our first participant in this category is Youth Leader Ibrahim Zahir Khan. You have your papers? Pens ready? Good, thank you. Youth Leader Said Ismail Ali. All right. Youth Leader Hifza Azmi. Okay. Youth Leader Maryam Zia. All good. Youth Leader Aisha Khan. Aisha? Okay, fine. So instead of Aisha would be so as DTM Samia corrected me, Youth Leader Aisha is actually in Medina, so she won't be participant. Number 6 would be Youth Leader Aqsa Mansoor. Okay. Number 7, Youth Leader Zaid. Yeah. So with that, we ensure that all the youth leaders were briefed, as well as they have their papers, and we are ready to start. Yes, also, the evaluation will be done in a particular time. So you have 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, our timer, Distinguished Toastmaster DTM Samia, will be giving the green. Can you show the green, please, DTM Samia? At 2 minutes for the evaluators. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, you will have the yellow card, please. DTM Samia, the yellow. And at 3 minutes, there will be the red. That is an indication for the evaluators to wrap up their speech, right? With that being said, I request you for your kindness and your silence. Please, no side talks. This is a showcase for them. Without much further ado, I'll be welcoming the test target speaker for this segment, Youth Leader Arshada Amani Ghafoor, on stage. Her speech title is Success 101. Success 101. Youth Leader Arshada Amani Ghafoor.
Hello, Toastmasters, youth leaders, and everyone present in the audience. My name is Elon Musk. Yeah, you heard me right. I said Elon Musk. And today I'm here to show you the foolproof, no-fail, guaranteed guide on how to become successful 101. So without any further ado, let's just jump straight into it, shall we? First, we've got step 1, define success. Now, I know a lot of us, when we think of success, what do we think of? Yeah, we think of, the money, yeah, obviously. But let me tell you, listen, I get it, you all want to be like me, owner of Tesla, 5 mansions, 4 Lamborghinis, all that. But let me tell you something. Success is not that bundle of cash that you run after. Success is the satisfaction you feel when you are doing something that truly matters to you. In the end, success really is about living life in a way that's meaningful, not just profitable, yeah? So to begin your journey to success, you've got to know why you are doing this. You have to find your why. And no, to buy a Tesla, that only counts for me, yeah? See, I had a why. My why was to change the world. And if your why is to get a good parking spot at Albeck, you might want to rethink that. So moving on, we've got step 2. Get comfortable with failure. Hold on. Oh no, who put this here? That's so sad. All right, let's see that banana peel. Look at that little guy. That little guy is the most perfect metaphor for failure. Yeah, he's slippery, he's awkward, he's very impossible to avoid. So if you're going to do something new, you're going to fail. And you're not going to fail not once, not twice. You're going to fail many times. See, all successful people like me have piles and piles of banana peels in their past. We're talking rejections, we're talking mess-ups, epic, oops, that was a terrible idea moments. But hey, if you are going to do something, do it big, yeah? Do it proud, and definitely tell the story later. And then we've got step 3, work hard. You know, the classic work hard and you'll succeed. But hey, there's always a twist, always a twist. So imagine this, me, Elon Musk, yeah? I'm trying to dig a hole and I'm using this spoon, only this spoon, and that's going to take forever, just imagine that. And I have a lot of work to do. So I'm trying to find a reason. So I'm coming up with a solution, which brings me to step 4, work smart. So instead of using the spoon, I use a shovel. See that, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that difficult. That's what working smart looks like. Work hard, sure, but also work smart, work cleverly. Then we've got step 5. Surround yourself with positivity. Success is contagious, but so is negativity. So choose your crew wisely. Find the sunshiny people who lift you up, not the rain clouds who make you feel like every idea you have is doomed. So let's, ditch the energy vampires and, the ones who suck the fun out of everything, and find the sunny people who make you feel happy, even on Sundays. Life's short. It truly is. So let's not waste time with what? Negativity. And then we've got the last step, step 6, patience and consistency. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is where things get tough. You can't just swipe right and expect success to magically appear. No. It's more like growing a plant. You have to water it, you have to wait, and then you just pray it doesn't turn out to be one of those sad little plants you kill by accident. So you're putting in the work, you're focusing on the grind, and you're wondering, why is it taking so long? Don't worry, I know sometimes success feels like it's staying stuck in traffic. But it'll reach there, and when it does, it will be worth every minute. So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, success is like making a great cup of coffee. Sometimes it's too bitter, sometimes it's too sweet, sometimes it's perfect, and other times you spill it all over yourself. But the point is, you start over, you keep moving forward. So whether you're climbing on your hands and knees, you're crawling on your hands and knees, you're climbing a ladder, or you're just taking a nap in between, keep moving forward. James Clear in Atomic Habits calls this the 1% rule. Keep getting better 1% every day. Now, that's less than a fraction of your daily coffee consumption, and you'll still be winning. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your ultimate 101 guide on how to become successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Amani. I will request the timer to please start a timer for 5 minutes. And fellow evaluators, you have now 5 minutes to write down your evaluation. And then at the end of 5 minutes, except the first one, the remaining would be through the support of our brother Danish. Not yet. After 5 minutes, we'll be going to the holding area. So 5 minutes of requested silence, please. Thank you. Team Sami, you can start. Leaders, so I'll make sure that I read out the names once more. So we have Youth Leader Ibrahim as our first Youth Leader. I'll also ensure for Brother Danish, we'll be now moving shortly. So other than Youth Leader Ibrahim, person number 2, Youth Leader Saeed Ismail, Youth Leader Hifza Azmi, Youth Leader Maryam Zia, Youth Leader Zaifin Khan, Youth Leader Aqsa Mansoor, and Youth Leader Zaid would be going to the holding area now. So please, we have Brother Danish at the back. I would request the youth leader other than first participant Ibrahim to go to Brother Danish, and he will take them to the holding area. Also, we'll be leaving their evaluation notes here itself in this room. There should be 6 contestants with you, Brother Danish. Yeah, 5, yeah. Okay. You can write your names and leave your notes with Brother Danish. Once you're coming back, he will give you the notes and you can bring them on the stage. Can I request, in the meantime, Youth Leader Ibrahim Khan to come on here and we'll put the mic system, please. You can bring your notes if you want. It's okay. All right? Could you please help Team Samia with the mic? So for the audience, I know this may be a new activity. Basically, the youth leaders will come on stage and evaluate or give their speech evaluation on the test target we had.
Check.
Check. All right. Please join me in welcoming the first participant in this category of evaluation, Youth Leader Ibrahim Khan. Stage is yours, Youth Leader Ibrahim.
It is a rewarding experience to witness a speech where the speaker not only connects with the audience but speaks facts. Good evening and a very good afternoon to the judges, teachers, and my fellow Toastmaster. My name is Ibrahim Khan, and today I feel honored standing here before you to share thoughts on Youth Leader Amani's speech. Success 101. When you think of success, you feel like money, and she said that. And she explained all the things that we feel, what happens with it. And I'd like to say the banana as a prop was just amazing. That cute little voice she said with it was just so good. And her hand gestures were another part of her speech. It made her speech so mesmerizing and amazing that the audience fell in love with her, in love with her speech. And let's make her speech more better with some of these things. Amani, you can improve your speech with such as yeah, hey, so. Decreasing that will make the speech more better. It will make an entry for your speech. And your vocal variety was good at first. In the end, you made a little hiccups, but I'm sure we can improve that in the next and in the future speeches. Next, and the last thing I would like to say is her clear voice. If you want to talk to an audience, you should have a clear voice.
clear words. The simple words were amazing, but the clear voice should be good to make her simple words more easy for the audience to understand. Amani, your speech was beautiful, and let's make it better. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, Youth Leader Ibrahim, for your evaluation. We'll be having a minute for the second participant to come from the holding area. Madam Timer, please indicate when 1 minute is done.
Check, check. Okay.
Please welcome on stage participant number 2, Youth Leader Said Ismail Ali. Youth Leader Said Ismail Ali, stage is yours.
Good evening to one and all present here. Today I am going to be evaluating our target speaker, Arshada Amani, on her speech, Success 101. First of all, can we get a round of applause for that amazing speech? I mean, wow, from the minute you started speaking to the minute you stopped, you had us all hooked, which is a very important part of your speech, keeping the audience entertained. I really loved the use of props you had with the banana on the side, and your Elon Musk impression was humorous. Whether it be storytelling or questions, you had just the enough amount to keep us entertained. And I noticed that your body movement was one of the best I've seen. You were not frantic here and there. Instead, you had purpose with your body movement. And your eye contact was exceptional. Instead of looking up and down, you were looking at the audience here and there. However, not all things are perfect, and neither was your speech. I noticed that you did not have enough pauses to your speech, and it was really slow-paced. I think you should have, instead of bumped up the pace and added more pauses. Moreover, you gave us a new meaning to success. For most people, success is just a big pile of money at the end. But you made us realize that success is about doing what you love. In the ending, I noticed you didn't summarize your points as much. However, you gave us tips on how to become a successful person and not just a money-hungry fool. In conclusion, I think your speech was one of the best I've heard. Good points, good facts, nice humor, and good movement. But if you take these few tips into consideration, I think your speech could become way better than it already is. Back to you.
Thank you, Said. Youth Leader Said Ismail. We'll have a minute for the next contestant to come.
Hello? Is that okay? Yeah, fine.
Please welcome on stage participant number 3, Youth Leader Hifza Azmi. Youth Leader Hifza Azmi, participant number 3, stage is yours.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts, by Winston Churchill. Arshada, first of all, a very congratulations. Let me all ask you to applause, put a round of applause for that amazing speech. Success 101. It was practically like a guide to success, you know. You were practical, you were inspiring, you were confident. The enthusiasm was there. Your message immediately resonated with the audience. You had clarity. Your speech structure was perfectly, your body, conclusion, and your introduction was clearly well defined. Your introduction was so very catchy. You started by saying, "My name is Elon Musk." That definitely caught the attention of the whole audience. And then you move to your body, where you showed the steps of success. You had the goal setting, perseverance, and it showed the adaptability of people to chase success. You included stories of Elon Musk. You used the prop of a banana, which was definitely unique and creative, and you used it as a metaphor for rejection. In conclusion, you also summarized your whole speech. You summarized it, you called the people to action. You said, I want you to take this as the moment for success. You also were very relatable, to be honest. It was very much inspiring and motivational for me. And I felt like, following these steps, maybe I can also try to become successful, But there is one thing I loved the most about your speech. It was the uniqueness. It's not just about success, but the way you said it. Unique and creativity was embedded in it. I do have some suggestions, which is body movement and stage movement. I could see that you were very frequently pacing around as if you were nervous, or a little bit more practice could have, in front of the mirror, you could have practiced a little bit more, and that would have been a lot more helpful to your speech. Your hand gestures were on point. And your eye contact, I must say, it was amazing. I could feel as if you were directly talking to me. You were, however, a little bit nervous, and I can understand that. Everyone's nervous up on the stage. But you could have practiced a little bit more and worked on that. And a little bit more vocal variety, I would suggest. Like, I could feel that your whole speech was very monotonous. It was very much the same voice throughout the whole speech. So you could have increased for some humorous or some more interesting topics, and you could have decreased your volume. And that would be from my part. Thank you, and a very amazing speech delivered. I'd like to end with one quote. Success is a journey. Success is a journey and not a destination. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, youth leader Hifza. We'll have a minute for the next participant to come on stage. Stage, participant number 4, youth leader Mariam Zia. Youth leader Mariam Zia, participant number 4, stage is yours.
Good evening, and thank you, youth leader Ashad Amani, on that amazing speech on success 1-to-1. Can we please have a huge round of applause? Her speech was amazing, and it was so inspiring, and I loved it. Her message was very clear, and her hand gestures were right on the point where she had to use them. And her eye contact was also splendid while she was looking at everybody. And to improve from good to great, I suggest that she should move with a purpose instead of moving in random positions. And to also to increase her voice modulation and maybe add a few personal stories. In conclusion, her message was really clear, but I also suggest that she should use a call to action. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Mariam. We'll have a minute for the next contestant to come on stage. Have your patience and silence. We'll be moving to our participant number 6, youth leader Aqsa Mansoor. Youth leader Aqsa Mansoor for her evaluation.
Good evening and assalamu alaikum to one and all present here. It's an honor that I got the opportunity to evaluate such an amazing speech. It was totally mind-blowing. Given by Arshada Amani on the title Success 101. Her opening was really unexpected. I don't know who Elon Musk is. Well, she said she was, and that got us curious, thinking what she was going to speak about. Well, it was a guide to Success 101. Her body, she said how success is something which matters to us. And it's not just money. For me it is though, but it's not just money. And she had great props and expected a banana peel, which was a great metaphor to failure, slippery, and as she said, it was the perfect metaphor for failure. Well, her body was really humorous. I loved it. She told her points not in a way that would bore us, but in a fun way, which was informative, humorous, and the words that she chose were just the best from the dictionary. I would like to suggest that she could make her speech better than what already it is, that she could add some personal stories, some body movements, like when she's moving from a different situation to a different point. Some hand movements would be better, but not too much which would distract the audience, but enough to emphasize on the points she was saying. And some voice modulation would really help, as it would emphasize on her points, like when she was saying that success is not money, it's something that matters to us. And facial expressions were on point. A quote I would like to say would be that success is not in the absence of fear, it's the persistence to failure. And her conclusion was just a cup of coffee, which can be sweet, bitter, or we might even spill it. It was a great call to action, and it summarized her whole speech. And in the end, I would like to say that if you can speak, you can influence. And if you can influence, you can change lives. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Youth Leader Aqsa. Be waiting for the next participant.
Check. What is it?
Please welcome on stage participant, youth leader, Sardar Zaifan Khan.
Just 5 minutes.
Sorry?
What's the name of the speaker? I forgot.
Amani.
Amani?
Youth leader, Sardar Zaifan Khan for his evaluation speech.
Good afternoon, fellow youth leaders, AMUOBA heads, and families and friends. Today, me, Sardar Zaifan Khan, will be evaluating the speech of Amani, youth leader Amani, whose speech's title is Success 101. When she started the speech, she caught the audience's interest with an unexpected name, Elon Musk. She caught everyone's interest. She started the topic on a relatable thing which is known as success, who everyone wants to be. Everyone wants to be successful, of course. She explained success in 6 steps to make it easier for the audience to understand it more clearly. She used the stage very well. Purposeful movement. Her hand movement was fantastic. It was also very purposeful. But the voice modulation during the body was a little bit, low. But she also had props with her, which caught the audience's interest while in the middle of the speech, which was a banana peel. And her facial expressions were perfect. It was a huge smile, and everyone looked at it. And while ending her speech, she summarized the speech. She perfectly delivered the speech. She perfectly delivered the message that was meant to be delivered, which was about success. And That's all. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Refin. We'll have a minute of silence for the last and final participant in this category to come in the hall. Youth Leader Zaid Zia. Youth Leader Zaid Zia for his evaluation speech. That's
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Could we begin by thanking Gary Youth Leader Ashada for such an amazing speech on success. Now, I just want to begin by saying you have great acting skills because I genuinely thought you forgot when you bought that banana. And also, when you began, you had an amazing hook, and I was focused from the beginning, and I now lost interest. And I feel like you are always relating to the audience, because who hasn't thought about being successful? And you had very clear diction, and you could hear what you were saying in the whole stage. And your call to action made us all want to become like you, Elon Musk. Now I'd like to suggest a couple of areas of improvement, such as when maybe I hope, in my opinion, when you were on the stage, you were moving around a lot and you never seemed to stop in one position, and your body gestures were continuous, and sometimes they disturbed during the speech. And you also had pauses, but they weren't at the right time. And but I don't remember exactly, but I think you didn't include any personal stories or anecdotes. So to summarize, you had great diction, reliability, relatability, a catchy beginning, and amazing call to action. And maybe I think that maybe you could improve your body gestures and movements. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zaid. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this segment of these amazing 8 participants who gave their evaluation. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay. Without much further ado, we'll be moving to the next segment. Are there any announcements? No? Okay. So the next segment is an even more interesting segment. It's called Table Topics. And what does table topic mean? It's impromptu. So if you have ever been in, yes, DT Aqeel. We would also request our guest of honor, Mr. Saad, to come on stage. So Mr. Saad, as well as the team, can present this plague. I would request the past president AMUOBA, Mr. Farzan Rizvi Saab, also to be on stage along with Mr. Saad to give the token of appreciation for the keynote speaker. Dear audience, did you enjoy the keynote speech? Yes. So DTM Marwan, distinguished Toastmaster Marwan, the audience enjoyed your speech. And what better than giving the team a very small token of appreciation to you by a plague. The team would like to appreciate if you can come on stage, DTM distinguished Toastmaster Marwan, and receive this plague. Please give our beloved distinguished Toastmaster Marwan a huge round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, DT Marwan. And I must say, you will not like me saying this. You will be missing a very exciting table topic segment, but we'll send you the recordings. Thank you. I have been informed of very good news, and some of you may guess, your stomach may guess it more. There are refreshments available after table topic segment. So please, please, I know you hate me for this. The movie has to finish. The last episode is there. Stay more patient and be with us. Now, I was talking about table topics, and we were asking what is table topics. Have you ever, anyone in the audience, given an interview before? Did it go well? Raise your hand or two hands if it went well. Okay, so for those like me who didn't, it was very bad often, or sometimes a relative or an uncle suddenly asking you, what do you want to be when you grow up, is a typical question we have. You get, your tongue is tied, right? So table topic segment is a special segment in Toastmasters which is all about helping you practice for impromptu. Sink it. Helping you practice for impromptu, meaning that by practicing and understanding the techniques which Toastmasters teach you, if you ever are in a situation on the spot, a topic is given, you are able to give that in response. Now, our youth leaders have been practicing with these few things in the last session in this youth leadership, and this next segment is all about table topic impromptu. How are we going to conduct this? So we have around 7 participants. Except the first one, rest off will be going to a holding area. And when one, they don't know what the topic is. Same topic is given to all the contestants. And also, some of them who are young or are new to the program have an option to introduce themselves. So either the topic or introducing themselves. It's not a contest, we want them to participate. So with that being said, when they come on stage on the spot, they don't know the topic. I will be giving them the topic on the spot on stage. They will think for a few seconds and show their magic. Are you ready? Right. So without further ado, I'll be reading out the names and I'll request the youth leaders to stand up in the order which was decided before the contest. We will be starting with the first participant, youth leader Hamad Hassan. We'll give them a round of applause after I've read the names. Second participant, youth leader Yahya Imran Siddiqui. Yahya, okay. Person number 3 is youth leader Alia Fatima. Person number 4 is youth leader Abdullah bin Faizan. Abdullah. Person number 5 is youth leader Isa Zahir Khan. Person number 6 is youth leader Eshaz Anis. Eshaz. And person number 7 is youth leader Aiza Anis. 7 amazing contestants who have taken the courage to come on stage. Give them a round of applause. And now I'll be requesting our brother Danish and Toastmaster Abuzar, if you are here, to move them to the holding area. Toastmaster Abuzar and brother Danish, can we request your support to move them to the holding area? Yes. You have Toastmaster Abuzar starting very smartly dressed in his grey coat.
एक मिनट बात मैं ये बता दूं कि जाहिर सी बात है इतनी ताक़ीर हो रही है और बच्चों को एनर्जी की भी ज़रूरत है. ये सेगमेंट बहुत शॉर्ट है और इसके बाद स्नैक्स हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि कंटिन्यूटी में जाएगा और जो लोग अभी जिनको भूख महसूस हो रही है वो परेशान ना हो. तो कितनी देर में ब्रेक है इसका? तो 15 से 20 मिनट की बात और है. इसके बाद हम इसको एक ब्रेक ले लेंगे और फिर फाइनल वर्जन. सर ये ज़रूरी था बताना, वरना ये क्यूरियोसिटी बढ़ रही थी.
Thank you for that very important announcement. And I'll be requesting, other than youth leader Hamad, can I have youth leader Hamad here on this corner? I think all the participants went into the holding area. Okay. Just bear with us for a minute, and while we're looking for Okay? Break? Okay, so some of you are really praying hard, and the organizers have decided to pause, give you a break, and then continue. Thankfully, I did not give the topic. So how much time minute? 15 minutes? 15 minutes of amazing break. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Thank you, fellow audience. Going to the table topic segment, which has 7 participants for today. And as I mentioned, the table topic segment is something like an impromptu segment. I'll be requesting Toastmaster Abuzar and Brother Danish to be helping us with taking care of the holding areas. In meantime, I'll be mentioning the names of the participants in the speaking order. Once again, just to be sure they are here and they haven't run away, being scared off stage. Let's start with Youth Leader Hamad Hassan, Youth Leader Yahya, Youth Leader Alia Fatima, Youth Leader Abdullah, okay, Youth Leader Isa, Youth Leader Isa, Youth Leader Isa Ibrahim, he's here? No, I'm looking for Youth Leader Isa, yeah. Youth Leader Aiza Anis and Youth Leader Eshhaz Anis. Toastmaster Abuzar, you should have 6 participants with you, 6. Toastmaster Abuzar is Youth Leader, yeah. You have them? Okay. Yes, other than Youth Leader Hamad, you will have 6 participants. Youth Leader Hamad, can you come here, please? Fellow audience members, we will be officially starting the last segment, the table topics. I will request you to please maintain silence. Fellow audience, please maintain silence. We'll be starting with the first segment, first participant. Test, check. Youth Leader Hamad Hassan.
Thank you.
Youth Leader Hamad, your topic is, how has youth leadership program changed you? How has youth leadership program changed you? Youth Leader Hamad Hassan.
Thank you for the question. It's relatable. I think I can speak for everyone here, whoever joined here or was forced by their parents to come and join youth leadership. Me personally, I'll start with how it helped me improve in like talking publicly and talking to someone else and in general, just talking. Because before this youth leadership, I'll be honest, I was pretty nervous to speak on stage. I used to stutter a lot, and I think everyone else can also relate with that story. And I also think it should be a subject in our schools. For a youth leadership should also be a subject in our school, because it actually helps, like really helps in all the perspectives. And yeah, it's personally helped me, and I think it helped a lot of people. And yeah, and I think everyone should in the future also participate in youth leadership, because it's genuinely really helpful. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for now, and thank you everyone. Back to you.
Thank you, Youth Leader Hamad. You can go on stage. We'll have a minute of silence for the next participant to come. And again, I'll remind the audience, this is not prepared. He is getting the topic on the spot on stage, right? Can I request the audience to please settle down? Thank you.
Check, check. Okay. Thank you.
Please welcome on stage youth leader Yahya Imran Siddiqui. Youth leader Yahya, your topic is, how has youth leadership program changed you? How has youth leadership program changed you? Youth leader Yahya Imran Siddiqui.
I would like to start off with a thank you to Toastmaster Omer for this. And thank you to all the AMUOBA heads and for this, because this has been one of the best experiences I've had in my life. Starting off, the Toastmastership Youth Leadership Program has been extreme for me. I have taken so much tension for this, and so has my parents. The best thing that's ever happened to me is the food, the friends, and the moments I have made in my life. So I can never thank you for it. I would never be able to repay you at all for this. I would even thank you to DTM Samia for also there, and to every single person coming to visit me, because I think I would never have been here without all of you. The thing I love about the Toastmastership is they really make you come out of your comfort zone and take a big step, a leap of faith, I would say, into public speaking, impromptu speaking, and evaluation of many other people. And I could never be able to do this without the help of these people, these guidances in my life. So again, thank you for that. They really taught me the values of people, how teachers are actually a good influence in your life, and how the extreme and how you can reach many heights. I never even thought that I'd be even stepping on stage after the incident I've had back in 7th grade, the last time I've ever done public speaking. The impromptu speaking, which I'm doing right now, is tremendous, because not only does it tell you the values of speaking in such small time, such great answers to people that can change lives in a matter of seconds. And evaluation has to be one of the biggest things to evaluate, to examine, and to determine people things. With that, I would like to conclude by speaking to all of you to also step out of your comfort zone and take achievements and heights that you never ever think of. Thank you. Back to you, DTF. Thank you, Omer.
Thank you, youth leader Yahya. We'll be moving a minute of silence before the next participant comes. Youth leader Alaya. Okay. Can I request DTM Samia to please put the mic for youth leader Alaya?
I don't have pockets, Mom. Inside the bio? Check, hello.
Check. Please welcome on stage, person number 3, youth leader Alia Fatima. Youth leader Alia, your question is, how has the youth leadership program changed you? How has the youth leadership program changed you? Youth leader Alia Fatima.
What a wonderful question. Thank you. I would like to mention to my audience present here today that me, Alia Fatima, has become a public speaker. I wasn't always this confident, let me remind you. But I would like to share my personal story. Growing up, I had been told I was a bubbly, vibrant child. I got told you run from place to place. You make everyone around you happy. You have confidence. You should go on the stage. You should do debates. You should give your own thoughts and opinions. But the thought of the stage, it terrified me. Imagine going on the stage, audience in front of you. Oh my God, everyone is looking at me. What if I mess up? I'm going to slip. I'm going to fall. Oh, I'm going to stutter. Something is going to happen, and that is going to ruin my life. I am never going on the stage again. Bye-bye, everyone. That is not what happened. The first prize I got was for a Hindi competition, recitation competition that I did when I was in UKG. I got called onto the stage. Little Alia was walking on the stage, very nervous. She started her recitation. She began saying her speech. Slowly but surely, I gained confidence. And let me tell you, when I joined this YLP program, I wasn't resilient at all. I wasn't like, oh, nahi jana, mere ko nahi karna. I was like, yes, oh my God, I can improve my speech. I can go and I can become a better speaker. That is the enthusiasm I had when I joined YLP. So let me tell you, YLP has not only changed my entire life in a beautiful way, it has literally helped me become a better speaker. Let me share my thoughts to all of you. I'm going to advise the audience here today to please, once in a while, come up on the stage, share your thoughts, your opinions. No need to be afraid. The audience are your friends. The audience aren't going to judge you because you messed up. The audience is just there to listen. Audience is there to help guide you into a better path. I believe that YLP has helped me become a better human being, and going forward, I can imagine myself doing speeches, telling everyone my opinions and thoughts. And I would like to thank Youth Leadership Program and dear Toastmaster Omer, dear Toastmaster Samia, and everyone present here today for this opportunity. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Youth Leader Alia. We'll be having a minute of silence for the next participant.
Check.
Please welcome on stage participant number 4 in table topics, Youth Leader Abdullah bin Faizan. Abdullah, your question is, how has the Youth Leadership Program changed you? How has the Youth Leadership Program changed you? Youth Leader Abdullah bin Faizan, stage is yours.
To all of you youth leaders over here, I'm pretty sure this program changed your life drastically. It has changed mine as well. I used to be scared of talking in front of the class. Now I'm talking in front of everyone. Talking is one of the greatest skills you can have, but it is very hard to be very good at talking. It can be important for job interviews, or it can be used when you're trying to change a crowd's opinion, like in United Nations. People talk in United Nations to change the opinions of the world. Some people in the United Nations may have even been in Toastmasters. But for me, I think it might help me in the future when I try to get into university or try to get a job. It will help everyone who has been in it. But it also is a bit hard to, it is also very hard to learn to talk very well. Sometimes people might want to step out or not even talk. But this program helps you gain confidence. So you can talk in front of a big crowd and you can learn to send a message.
These messages will change the world, like Martin Luther King Jr. He may have been shot 62 times, but who cares? His message was so strong that even after he was shot, the message still hung. Everyone knows that the message is still out there because many people have been freed because of what he said. He was one of the greatest speakers of all time, and anyone can become like him. We just need to practice, and practice can make you better. On to the next person.
Thank you so much, Youth Leader Abdullah. We'll be having a minute of silence before moving to our 5th participant.
Check.
Check.
Yeah.
Please welcome on stage participant number 5, Youth Leader Isa Zahir Khan. Isa, your question is, how has the Youth Leadership Program changed you? How has the Youth Leadership Program changed you? Participant number 5, Youth Leader Isa Zahir Khan.
A very nice question by Toastmaster Omer. My response to that answer is, before I joined Toastmasters, I was a very shy kid. I could only talk with my family members, not people from outside. And I was very uncomfortable. Having a conversation with them. But when I joined Toastmasters, they made me so confident, and now I'm here speaking on the stage in front of everyone. And Toastmasters also taught me how to Toastmasters also taught me how to write and say a speech in front of many people. And also before I joined Toastmasters, I used to stutter in front of people. I would usually say the wrong word, and I would confuse myself. But that happens with every person. And everybody has the experience of being very shy. But the Toastmasters taught me how to be very confident and how to say a speech in front of people. That's it.
Thank you so much, Youth Leader Isa, for your speech. Yeah. We'll have a minute of silence before the 7th participant. Second last. 6th participant, yeah. So like I said in the beginning, the participants have an opportunity to say on the topic or introduce themselves. So we'll be giving the topic, but if the participant wants to introduce, you can. Use either, please welcome on stage participant number 6, Youth Leader Eshad Anis. So Eshad, you can either introduce yourself or you can answer the topic, which is, how has Youth Leadership Program changed you?
Introduce myself.
Okay, sure.
Good evening to fellow Toastmaster, fellow guests, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashaz Anis, and I am delighted to have this opportunity to share a little about myself. I was born on 24th November 2013 and raised in Yambu, a city that has shaped my values and nurtured my dreams. From a young age, I was inspired by the idea of protecting and serving others, which is why my dream is to become a police officer. I believe that being part of the law enforcement isn't just a career. It's a commitment to making a positive difference in people's lives and contributing to a safer, more secure community. Alongside my aspirations, I have deep love for creativity and adventures. In my free time, I enjoy drawing and cycling. Drawing allows me to express myself and see the world from different perspectives. While on the other hand, cycling gives me a sense of freedom and keeps me active. These hobbies have taught me patience, focus, and the importance of balance, all qualities. Growing up in Yambu, with an extremely peaceful surrounding and the freedom to do anything with no fear, surrounded by my family, I wouldn't wish for anything better. I am determined to work diligently towards my goal and uphold the values of justice, fairness, and compassion in everything I do. Thank you for listening to my story, and I'm looking forward to making a positive impact and to inspire others to pursue their passions and to make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashaz. We'll be having a minute before the last participant, Aiza. And for clarity, especially the last two participants are joining us from Yambu, and they joined online, virtually. And that's why we are giving them the option of introducing themselves or on the topic, because they were not in person trained with the rest of the participants. Yes, they are. All right. Our seventh participant, okay, I'll check. D-Team Samia, can I ask you? Please, if you can help with the mic.
I have a pocket. Hello? Okay.
Yeah. Please welcome on stage the seventh and the final participant, Youth Leader Aiza, who will also be introducing herself. Youth Leader Aiza.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aiza Neez, and I'm thrilled to be standing here before all of you to share a little about myself and my aspirations. I was born on November 6, 2014, and raised in the beautiful city of Saudi Arabia, a place that is deeply engraved in my heart. When I was young, I don't think this is real or anything, but there was this moment where my mother was like, all of you are going to become a doctor, okay? Make me proud. And most of my siblings already had dreams. But when she went up to me, she was like, Aiza, you're going to become a doctor. And from that day onward, it motivated me to not become a doctor. And I went outside, I looked up in the sky and thought, what's above those clouds? What's in the world? Is that it? So from that day onwards, I wanted to become an astronaut. I've been captivated by the mysteries of space. The vast expanse of the universe, with its countless stars and galaxies, has always inspired me to dream big. To dream big. I was raised in Yambu, and it taught me some things, just as hard work, perseverance, and resilience. These qualities have shaped my journey and my ambition to dream big. To dream big. And reach for the stars, literally. See this? I caught one. But you may be wondering, why is the star white and circle? But
When you look up, I think you've seen white and circle stars mostly, not the ones you draw on paper and make them yellow and go to your parents. Look what I drawed. In addition to my passion for space, I have a few hobbies, which includes roller skating, cycling, and reading. These pursuits help me stay motivated and connected to my goal. I believe no dream is too big, and with determination and dedication, anything is possible. Thank you for letting me share my story, and I look forward to learning from all of you.
Thank you so much, Youth Leader Aiza. Please give her a round of applause. To be very honest with you, there was another category now, which was basically table topics for the parents. But then I kind of toned it down because time was not short, let's say. I didn't want to scare all of you. With that being said, this concludes all the 3 segments for the Youth Leadership Program with Toastmasters and AMUOBA. We heard in summary today, total of 23 speakers. Sorry? Total final, today we'll be giving certificates of eligibility at the end, 25 youth leaders who have finished this intensive program. And that will be the next segment. So I'll be calling on stage the very vibrant, the very energetic and very dashing looking not youth leader, Master of Ceremony from AMUOBA, Dr. Prince Mufti Zia, to take over the next segment.
उम्र का ये हिस्सा भी बड़ा अजीब सा होता है. जवान जवान नहीं मानते, बूढ़े अपने साथ नहीं मानते हैं. तो ये एक हम आपको नहीं मानते. आपसे तो हम एनर्जी लेते हैं. जितना शानदार प्रोग्राम हुआ है, आप सब ने इसको मुलाजा फरमाया और जिस तरह से आपने इसमें ताउन किया, जिस तरह से सब्र के साथ, तहम्मुल के साथ आपने इस पूरे प्रोग्राम को आखिर तक देखा है. अमूबा की तरफ से मैं एक बार फिर बहुत ही दिल की गहराइयों से आपका शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ. उन तमाम पेरेंट्स का, हर पत्थर को तराश के हीरा बनाना ये जौहरी का काम होता है. मैं उमर अकील जैसे जौहरी को सल्यूट करना चाहता हूँ, जिन्होंने हमारे बच्चों को इस तरह से तराशा है कि आज वो जिस स्टेज में भी हैं. जाहिर सी बात है, एक प्रोग्राम में या एक सेशन में कोई एक्सपर्ट तो नहीं बन जाएगा, लेकिन जो शुरुआत हुई है ये सिल्वर लाइनिंग है और आगे हम बहुत ही इसका रोशन फ्यूचर देख रहे हैं. बहुत शुक्रिया उमर. उमर के लिए एक शेर मैं इनको हदिया करना चाहता हूँ कि ये मेहरे ताबा से जाके कह दो कि अपनी किरणों को गिन के रख ले. ये मेहरे ताबा से जाके कह दो कि अपनी किरणों को गिन के रख ले. मैं अपने सहरा के जर्रे जर्रे को खुद चमकना सिखा रहा हूँ. जोरदार तालियां. अब मेरे ख्याल से इसके बाद हम लोग को देना है प्लेक वगैरह देना है, तो इसके लिए मैं जो लोग मौजूद हैं, मरवान दरवेश तो जा चुके हैं, डीटीएम जॉय वेलेना अगर मौजूद हैं तो मैं उनसे दरख्वास्त करूँगा. नहीं है, ओके. मिस्टर साद अनवर से मैं दरख्वास्त करूँगा वो स्टेज पे आए. हमारे लिए ये बहुत ही खुशी की बात है कि यंगस्टर्स हमारे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की तरफ जा रहे हैं और उस फील्ड में काम करना और एक यंग एज में अपने आप को एज ए बिजनेसमैन इस्टेब्लिश करना एक चैलेंज का काम होता है. ज़ोरदार तालियां साद अनवर साहब के लिए. इन्होंने अपनी यहाँ पे बिजनेस इस्टेब्लिश किया है, यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं, और मैं बहुत ही इज्जत के साथ नूरुद्दीन साहब से और अकील जमील साहब से दरख्वास्त करूँगा वो स्टेज पे तशरीफ़ लाएँ और इनको हमारा मोमेंटो प्रेजेंट करें. इसके बाद हमारे कुछ टोस्ट मास्टर्स और डिस्टिंग्विश्ड टोस्ट मास्टर्स हैं जिनको हम एजाज़ देना चाहेंगे. टोस्ट मास्टर उमर अकील जोरदार तालियों में तशरीफ लाएंगे। आप नूर भाई आप यहाँ पे ज़हमत होगी आपको थोड़ी देर और उनको मेरे ख्याल से मैं खुद ही उनका हूँ। उमर आप आ जाएं तो आपके लिए मैं नाम लिखा हुआ है। नहीं नाम लिखा हुआ है। डिस्टिंग्विश टोस्ट मास्टर रियाज सारंग अगर मौजूद हैं, मेरे ख्याल से नहीं है। हाँ आपका हो गया। अच्छा उनकी यहाँ नूर भाई उनकी बेटी मौजूद है। रियाज सारंग साहब का मोमेंटो उनकी बेटी रिसीव करेंगी जोरदार तालियों में इनके फादर की तमाम खिदमत के लिए। ये प्रोग्राम इसलिए थोड़ा ख़ास अहमियत का हामिल है क्योंकि इसमें जुमे के दिन जब हम सब खाना खा के नमाज़ पढ़ के सोना पसंद करते हैं तो उस अपने आराम को उससे कंफर्ट जोन से निकल के ये सारे टोस्ट मास्टर्स फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट अपनी तमाम खिदमत देते हैं बच्चों की ट्रेनिंग के लिए। तो ये बहुत ही काबिल तहसीन उनकी खिदमत है। इसके बाद डिस्टिंग्विश टोस्ट मास्टर हमारी बहुत ही अजीज़ भाभी साहिबा सामिया अकील ख़ान से मैं दरख्वास्त करूँगा। काफ़ी मेहनत की उन्होंने और फ़िज़िकल और यहाँ पे आके उनको बच्चों को ट्रेनिंग देना फ़िज़िकल मोड में, उसके बाद ऑनलाइन तमाम मेरे ख्याल से लास्ट एक हफ़्ते से मैंने सुना है अकील भाई होटल में खाना खा रहे हैं, इस वजह से अज़ीज़ुर रब साहब से मैं दरख्वास्त करना चाहूँगा वो तशरीफ़ लाएँ। और भाभी आप इधर अकील भाई को मैं दरख्वास्त करूंगा वो तशरीफ लाएं। और वो भाभी बता रही है खाना तो मैंने रोज बनाया, वो शौक में बाहर खा रहे थे। तब ये क्या करना है किसको नहीं ये यहाँ पे क्या करना है अब हम लोग सर्टिफिकेट्स। ओके 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 बच्चों को अब ये
खत्म हो गया।
अच्छा मिस्टर अबूजर है।
अबूजर
जी मैं डिस्टिंग्विश टोस्ट मास्टर अबूजर साहब से दरख्वास्त करूँगा।
ट्रेनर थे हमारे।
हो माशाल्लाह बहुत शुक्रिया सर आपकी तमाम खिदमत के लिए और आपके कीमती वक्त के लिए। इसके बाद बशीर
बशीर नहीं है।
नहीं ओके ये अमानी गफूर
टारगेट स्पीकर अमानी
है
स्टूडेंट। हाँ
ओके अमानी गफूर हमारी जो जी टारगेट लास्ट स्पीकर
जी जी जी
ओके
कैवलियर अमानी
गफूर मैं बहुत ही इज़्ज़त और एहतराम के साथ अपने साबिक़ सदर और अपने सरपरस्त अतीक सिद्दीकी साहब से मैं दरख्वास्त करूँगा कि वो तशरीफ़ लाएँ और बच्ची को वो आ जाइए बेटे बीच में आप।
श्रीलंकन स्कूल से आए थे यहाँ टारगेट स्पीकर बनने के लिए।
अच्छा ये श्रीलंकन स्कूल से तशरीफ़ लाए थे ये लोग यहाँ पे टारगेट स्पीकर बनने के लिए। और हमारा डिप्लोमेटिक रिलेशन भी हमारा YLP अमूबा का प्रोग्राम बढ़ा रहा है, इससे बड़ी और क्या बात हो सकती है। इसके बाद अब सर्टिफिकेट्स का सिलसिला है, किसको बुलाना पड़ेगा? ओके साद अनवर साहब से दरख्वास्त है वो तशरीफ़ लाएँ और बच्चों को सर्टिफिकेट दें। माइक किधर है? उमर उमर बच्चों के नाम आप अनाउंस कर दें। मैं उन लोगों से दरख्वास्त करूंगा जो जिनको सर्टिफिकेट देना है और बच्चों के नाम आप अनाउंस कर दें। लिस्ट है।
Now this was the plagues, but now we'll be moving. So at the end of any Toastmasters Youth Leadership program, we give an official certificate all the way from Toastmasters International, United States. So now these 25 amazing participants finishing the eligibility criteria of the Toastmasters Youth Leadership program will be getting their graduation certificate of this program. And as we'll request each of the audience as they come on stage to please give them a thunderous applause, because it's not easy to complete this program. It's a very intensive one. And we'll be not in any order, but in the alphabetic order. I'll be telling one name, and we request the chief guests and others dignitaries to hand over this certificate. Starting with Youth Leader Ayat Samir.
डॉक्टर सलीम को मैं और डॉक्टर सलीम
She'll be getting a medal from AMUOBA's side and a certificate from Toastmasters International side. Please give a round of applause for her achievements. Thank you so much. Our next certificate is for Youth Leader Aisha Khan for completing the requirements. Youth Leader Aisha Khan. Okay. We'll be going to the next participant.
मैं दरख्वास्त करना चाहूँगा डॉक्टर मुनियार साहब से कि स्टेज पे तशरीफ लाएं और हमारे यंग बच्चों को हौसला अफजाई के लिए आप उन्हें अवार्ड दें। प्लीज तशरीफ लाएं सर।
And the certificate will be for Youth Leader Abdullah bin Faizan. Youth Leader Abdullah bin Faizan for completing the requirements of the Youth Leadership program, getting his certificate and medal.
मैं हूँ लेकिन उनको दे दूँ। ये मैं और ये थे, सलीम भाई चले गए।
Thank you, Youth Leader Abdullah. It's not a table topics. You can smile. Thank you. The next Youth Leader is Youth Leader Abdullah Riyaz Sarang. Please give him a round of applause for finishing the requirements of Toastmasters International Youth Leadership Program.
इसके बाद मैं डॉक्टर अबूजर और अपने सरपरस्त नूरुद्दीन खान साहब से फिर से दरख्वास्त करूंगा कि वो तशरीफ लाएं और भी आएंगे, सारे लोग आएंगे। काफी
Great picture, Abdullah. By the way, Abdullah is preparing for his pre-board, so we wish him all the very best.
डॉक्टर अबूजर खान और नूरुद्दीन। डॉक्टर अबूजर साहब तशरीफ लाएं। डॉक्टर अबूजर जी, उनको जी, नूर भाई आ जाइए प्लीज। डॉक्टर जी, ये नूरुद्दीन जी नाम बुलाइए।
The next Youth Leader certificate is for Youth Leader Afia Omer. Please give her a round of applause on completing the requirements of Toastmasters International Youth Leadership Program. Thank you, Afia. We'll be now calling on stage Youth Leader Alia Fatima. Thank you, Youth Leader Alia, for completing the requirements of Youth Leadership Program, Toastmasters International.
बहुत शुक्रिया नूर भाई आपकी।
Thank you. Our past president AMUOBA.
इसके बाद मैं DTM सामिया खान से और इम्तियाज भाई से दरख्वास्त करूंगा कि वो तशरीफ लाएं और बच्चों को हौसला दें। DTM भाभी साहब आप आ जाएं। आप अकेले काफी। जी जी आ जाइए।
District Toastmaster DTM Samia and
Imtiaz.
Imtiaz Saab. Thank you. We'll be calling on stage youth leader Aqsa Mansoor for completing the requirements of youth leadership program under AMUOBA and Toastmasters International, January 2025. Thank you so much, Aqsa. Our next youth leader is youth leader. One. Youth leader Eshaz Anis. Youth leader Eshaz, please come on stage. You can come from this side, Eshaz. No worries. Thank you, dear Eshaz. Please give him a round of applause on receiving his certificate and his medal.
डॉक्टर उमैस
Thank you.
और एहतशाम भाई से मैं दरख्वास्त करूंगा कि तशरीफ लाएं। डॉक्टर उमैस अच्छा
We'll be calling on stage youth leader Aiza Anis for completing the requirements of the youth leadership program and receiving her certificate. Youth leader Aiza.
He's also not here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll be calling on stage youth leader Baria Fatima. Youth leader Baria Fatima, thank you so much for your efforts in completing the requirements of the youth leadership program.
इसके बाद मैं ज़हमत देना चाहूँगा डीटीएम सिराज और शहनवाज अपने जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी शहनवाज साहब से। डीटीएम डिस्टिंग्विश्ड टोस्टमास्टर सिराज साहब अगर जा चुके हैं। ओके, आसिम भाई आ जाइए, ज्वाइन करें आप। ओहो, जी।
Please welcome on stage youth leader Hamad Hassan for completing the requirements of the Toastmasters Youth Leadership Program. Youth leader Hamad. I won't be asking you table topic question anymore. Thank you, Hamad, for putting your effort, the courage you showed, and for the certificate. Thank you.
गुफरान भाई से मेरी दरख्वास्त है, यूके से आए हुए हैं ख़ास ये प्रोग्राम अटेंड करने के लिए। एक फ़्लाइट से आए हैं और एक फ़्लाइट से वो फिर उसके बाद जाएंगे। तशरीफ़ लाए हैं। आइए। जी, ये हमारी खूबसूरती है कि जिस तरह से गुफरान भाई ने खड़े होकर सर्व किया है, हमें अमूबा यही खिदमत का जज्बा देता है कि हमारे बहुत ही अजीज़ साथी रहे हैं अमूबा में, इनकी कमी अभी तक कोई भर नहीं पाया है और उम्मीद है वो भर भी नहीं पाएगी। जी नहीं, आप शहनवाज साहब, शहनवाज एंड गुफरान साहब आप कॉल करें ना।
Please welcome on stage youth leader Hifza Azmi for completing the requirements of the youth leadership program Toastmasters International. Hifza, thank you for your efforts and you'll be receiving the certificate.
करवा दीजिए।
Please welcome on stage youth leader Ibrahim Zahir Khan. Youth leader Ibrahim, Thank you for your participation and your courage. Good job. Please give him a round of applause. And you'll be getting a certificate from Toastmasters International on your completion of requirements. Thank you.
मैं बहुत ही एहतराम से अपने प्रोफेसर सैयद हामिद साहब से दरख्वास्त करूंगा और अपने साबिक नायब सदर सिराज भाई से दरख्वास्त करूंगा स्टेज पे तशरीफ लाएं. $25 है.
Please welcome on stage youth leader Isa Zahir Khan for receiving his certificate from Toastmasters International on the completion of the youth leadership program. Great job, Isa.
नहीं बुला रहे, वही मैं देखा.
Please welcome on stage youth leader Naba Chaudhary for completing the requirements of the youth leadership program Toastmasters International. Thank you, Naba, for your participation.
बहुत शुक्रिया सर. इसके बाद मैं अपने बहुत ही अजीज़ दोस्त दानिश खान साहब और सरदार मसूद खान साहब से दरख्वास्त करूंगा कि वो आएँ और बच्चों की हौसला अफजाई के लिए उन्हें इनाम हासिल. डीके भाई.
I'll be calling on stage.
नहीं है. मैं रबनवाज भाई से दरख्वास्त करूंगा. दानिश साहब है नहीं. रबनवाज भाई तशरीफ.
I'll be calling on stage youth leader Mariam Zia for completing the requirements of the Toastmasters International. Mariam? Yeah. Thank you, Mariam, for your courage and your participation. We really appreciate you. And this is your certificate. Thank you. Be calling on stage youth leader.
इसके बाद मैं आसिम जीशान साहब और एओ साहब अपने गजनफर साहब से दरख्वास्त करूंगा. आसिम भाई आ जाएं आप. एओ साहब बच्चों को हौसला अफजाई के लिए आप तशरीफ लाएं. एओ साहब मौजूद हैं, आप आए.
I'll be calling on stage youth leader Masira Riyaz Sarang for her completion of certificate. Thank you, Masira, for your participation. We'll be calling on stage youth leader Samik Abbas for completing the requirements and getting his youth leadership program certificate. Samik. Thank you, Samik. Thank you.
मैं नैयर भाई से दरख्वास्त करूंगा स्टेज पे तशरीफ लाएं. नैयर भाई और फहद जिंजानी साहब से दरख्वास्त करूंगा. अथर भाई से मेरी दरख्वास्त है, अथर भाई स्टेज पे, अथर रसूल भाई.
Please give our organizers and also a round of applause, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's right. Now welcome on stage youth leader Sardar Zaifin Khan for completing the youth leadership program and his certificate from Toastmasters International. Please give him a round of applause. Please welcome on stage youth leader Syed Ibrahim Uruj for his certificate from Toastmasters International and his medal, of course, from AMUOBA for his participation.
इस सफ़र में यहाँ तक हम लोगों को पहुँचाने में हमारे शुजा का बहुत बड़ा हाथ रहा है. अगर वक्त पे ये एनर्जी ना देते तो ये नाकाम हो जाता है. स्नैक्स के लिए बिरयानी गेट के ओनर शुजा के लिए एक जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. आ जाओ भैया, आ जाओ. ठीक है, वो उसका सही फंडा है, पीछे से काम. जी जी जी. मैं इसके बाद डॉक्टर जरगाम जिया से दरख्वास्त करूंगा वो तशरीफ़ लाएं और मैं ज्वाइन कर लूँ. जी, बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया.
बहुत शुक्रिया. थैंक यू. बहुत शुक्रिया.
मैं ज्वाइन कर लेता हूँ.
Take care.
हाँ, सही.
Yeah, no, still.
जी, मैं चलिए.
Please welcome on stage youth leader Said Ismail Ali. One more round of applause for these youth leaders. They really put in the work. So thank you, Said, for your efforts and your participation.
Is the process of evaluation the way he evaluated? It was the best.
He's not evaluating us, luckily.
No, he evaluated.
I'm just joking. Please welcome on stage youth leader Yahya Imran Siddiqui. Youth leader Yahya.
Dr. Rajiv and Dr. Asad से मैं दरख्वास्त करूँगा.
Thank you, youth leader Yahya, for your participation.
Oh, welcome.
And your certificate and medal from the committee. Thank you.
Thank
Last
you,
two certificates remaining. Thank you. Thank you.
सब हो गए.
Thank you. Please welcome on stage youth leader Yusuf Imran Siddiqui, our courageous participant who conquered the mic. Youth leader Yusuf.
अब ये आखिरी हमारा सर्टिफिकेट है. मैं चाहूँगा बरकत के लिए ताकि ये प्रोग्राम इसी तरह कामयाबी से चले, हमारे सरपरस्त फरजान रिजवी साहब तशरीफ़ लाएं और इस सिलसिले को आगे तक ले जाने के लिए. ये यहाँ पे ब्रेक हो रहा है. इट इज़ अ ब्रेक, कंटिन्यू करेगा. आप प्लीज़ तशरीफ़ लाएं. बल्कि मैं दरख्वास्त करूँगा हमारे तमाम सरपरस्तान आ जाएं ताकि आप सबसे हम ये क्लोजिंग करें. और अच्छा, ओके.
I'll be calling on stage youth leader Zaid Zia for his participation and completion.
नहीं, बस मेरा काम हो गया. ओके. अच्छा. Okay.
Thank you, Zaid, for your participation. Thank you. Thank you. With that, we complete of course, there are two youth leaders who, for some reason, had to travel. We'll be giving them the certificates, but this were the amazing youth leaders who completed, and thank you, audience, for being with us.
अब शुक्रिया एक बहुत ही अहम चीज़ होती है. अल्लाह ने कहा है बंदों का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहिए, और ये जो फरीज़ा है ये नायब सदर के खाते में जाता है कि वो हर प्रोग्राम के बाद इजहार तशक्कुर के लिए नायब सदर तशरीफ़ लाते हैं, हमारे बहुत ही वाइब्रेंट लेजेंडरी नायब सदर। मैं आसिम ज़ीशान खान साहब से दरख्वास्त करूँगा। ओके, एक बड़ा मिशन था हमारा, आसिम में बस एक बड़ा मिशन था। इस बार अमूबा ने हमारी पिछली जो तकारीब थी उनसे आगे चलते हुए ईच वन टीच वन एक मिशन लॉन्च किया था। उसमें एक बहुत रिगरस प्रोसेस के बाद हमने एक आइडेंटिफाई किया था हमारा स्कूल अलीगढ़ से, जो बहुत ही ट्रांसपेरेंट और बहुत ही इफ़ेक्टिवली रन कर रहा है स्कूल ज़रूरतमंद बच्चों के लिए, और जो उनका प्रोसेस है वो इतना ट्रांसपेरेंट और इतना इफ़ेक्टिव है कि अमूबा ने ये तय किया कि उस स्कूल को हम पूरा सपोर्ट देंगे। और बाकायदा हमारे सर सैयद डे में ज़रगाम ज़िया भाई ने प्रेजेंटेशन दिया था और एक कॉल हमने की थी। तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इस प्लेटफॉर्म का ये फ़ायदा है और सर सैयद साहब के खुलूस का ये फ़ायदा है कि अमूबा जद्दा जब भी कोई कॉल करता है तो हमारे अलीग्स उसमें इस तरह से ताउन करते हैं कि वो कामयाब होता है। ये कॉल भी हमारी कामयाब हुई और माशाल्लाह 50 बच्चों का जो है वो स्पॉन्सरशिप अमूबा जद्दा की तरफ से इकट्ठा हुई है। मैं ज़रगाम ज़िया साहब से बहुत ही इज़्ज़त और एहतराम के साथ दरख्वास्त करूँगा वो स्टेज पे तशरीफ़ लाएँ और हमारे सदर के हाथों वो हमारा जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है, हमारे मोहतरम सरपरस्तान अजीज़ उरब साहब, नूरुद्दीन साहब, अतीक साहब और फरजान साहब से मैं दरख्वास्त करूँगा। आपकी बरकतों में ये सफ़र चल रहा है सर, आप सबका ताउन है। इसमें अभी भी मैं ये क्लोज़ नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन चूँकि अभी रमज़ान आ रहा है, दूसरे भी प्रोग्राम्स हैं, तो आप सबसे ये दरख्वास्त है इस मिशन को आगे ले जाएं। और ईच वन टीच वन में हमारा स्कूल के लिए 450 रियाल जो है वो एक स्पॉन्सरशिप है एक बच्चे के लिए। तो जो करना चाहे उसका तहे दिल से इस्तकबाल है और सताइश रहेगी उसके लिए और अजर अल्लाह देगा इंशाल्लाह। जी जी बता दिया, ये पहली किस्त है ये 50 बच्चों की। इंशाल्लाह आगे सिलसिला जारी रहेगा। अब इसके बाद मैं ज़ीशान साहब से, आसिम ज़ीशान साहब से दरख्वास्त करूँगा।
Ladies and gentlemen, dear young leaders, Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. It's almost 4 hours and I know it's time to go home. So my word of thanks will be very short and precise. And I'm thankful to my president, Aqeel sahab, कि उनकी वेलकम एड्रेस में बहुत सालों का शुक्रिया अदा हो चुका था, तो मेरे लिए आसानी हो गई कि अपनी इस स्पीच को बहुत ही मुख्तसर कर दूं। और मैं इस शुक्रिया तो सबका है ही, मैं सबसे पहले शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा। I'm very thankful to all the young participants who have participated in this event. And it takes a task, hell of a task to come forward. And I know many of you were having exams, having practicals, yet you took time and you had taken a step forward to enrich your skills. A special shout out to DTM Omer Aqeel and DTM Sami Aqeel for taking out their heart and soul in making this event a successful. And I'm thankful to the Toastmasters International team who have taken their time to come forward and help us in enriching the skills of our young leaders. I'm thankful to our sponsor, Saad Anwar साहब चले गए, तो उनको मैसेज पहुंचा दिया जाएगा गालिबन कि हम बहुत शुक्रगुजार हैं उनके कि उन्होंने सही वक्त पे आके हमसे ताउन किया। और आखिर में आप सब बच्चे जो यहाँ मौजूद हैं, मैं बस मुख्तसर तौर पे आप सब लोगों के लिए एक शेर अर्ज़ करता हूँ, बड़ी आसान उर्दू में लिखा है ताकि आप सबको समझ में आ जाए। वो ये है कि अभी ना पूछो हमसे मंजिल कहाँ है, अभी ना पूछो हमसे मंजिल कहाँ है, अभी तो हमने चलने का इरादा किया है। ना हारे हैं ना हारेंगे कभी, ये किसी और से नहीं खुद से वादा किया है। और इसी के साथ आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आप सब जो है तशरीफ लाए और इस इवेंट को सक्सेसफुल बनाया. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग आउट हियर. And now we'll have the last event, which is the group photograph. So first I request all the participants, the 25 leaders, to come onto the stage along with the Toastmasters International team members to have a group photograph, and then we'll call upon the AMUOBA team as well. So first photograph between the participants, all 25 participants come onto the stage along with the DTMs. With the certificates, come please with the certificates and medals so that you can boost it in front of your friends, you can put it in your Instagram, TikTok, whatnot. Arrange in order of your height, Bismillah. And all the tall people can be at behind. And the young, extremely young people in the front. Okay, wait, up with her so that she doesn't get covered. All right, you here? क्या हम लोग इस तरफ हो गए सब या कुछ इधर भी करना है हमने? Okay, if girls can sit, no, you can. थोड़ा इधर हो जाए आप लोग. Turn towards my right, your left. This side, this side. Okay, आप भी इधर हो लड़के. And आप थोड़ा इधर होइए. Okay, great. इधर आइए थोड़ा आप, यहाँ आइए. And you here. Okay. Shall we bring them in the front? किसको बिठाना है? नहीं ठीक है. Yeah. Who can sit? Youngsters can sit. Okay. All the young, extremely young kids can sit. No, kneel down. Not as a punishment, but आप भी आ जाइए थोड़ा सा. And और छोटा कौन है? आप भी आ जाइए बेटे. आप भी आ जाइए. Okay. You can? Yeah. Perfect. You come in front. Stand here. इधर आइए, इधर आ जाओ. And then you can move that side, let me check. ठीक है, उधर करते हैं. आप आगे आ जाइए बेटे. We can make 3 people sit down. आप बेटे इधर आ जाइए. And then no, you move to the side. You move this side. Okay. Okay. All set. जी. Okay, थोड़ा सा हो जाइए. Move towards left. Slightly left. Perfect. थोड़ा सा इधर. Done. And everyone smile. Done. I request the kids to stay here. Toastmasters, thank you so much. May I request the AMUOBA executive team to kindly join us on the stage, please. AMUOBA executive team. Kids there, AMUOBA executive team, and along with advisors. Ajayi, please. Can you sit? That'd be good. All right. ठीक है. नीचे खड़े भी हो सकते हैं, लेकिन फोटो आ जाएगा. Will that be possible, photographers? If you can sit, if you can stand down, that'll be good. Okay. XCOM can stand down. Yeah. वो कभी-कभी एक्सरसाइज करना भी चाहिए. हम लोग यहीं आ जाएंगे. हाँ. नहीं आगे देखो. हाँ. Wait. Some instructions coming up. Okay. आप लोग थोड़ा आगे हो जाइए. या crawl या one word. Perfect. हम ऊपर. ये रहे. बेहतरीन फोटो यहाँ से आएगा. सरदार हैं वहाँ पे. अच्छा आ जाइए आप. हाँ इसके बात कर लेता हूँ. Thank you so much. All the parents, may I request all the parents to join their kids on the stage, please. Niche aa jaye. Niche. I mean, when I say stage, the front of the stage. May I request all the parents to join the kids on the front of the stage, in front of the stage. Wait. Let other parents have also joined. Others can join me on the stage as well. All right, everyone, ready? Smile. Thank you. And with this, we come to the end of the Youth Leadership Training Session Showcase event. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair. Masalama.